And we're live. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Propaganda Podcast episode 13, where we tell you everything you didn't know about everything you don't want to know. We're doing this live from Hudson River Brewery. I hope I got the name right because they're paying for a drink. Brewhouse. Did I get it wrong? Oh my
Hudson
god.
River Brewhouse.
I'm so awful. I go with
something like this is why we need two
This
people
is
to run
why.
the show because we only have one person. If we had him,
Hudson River Brewhouse. Yeah.
if we had him actually doing this, it would have been a disaster. I'm
I'm
Jay
here.
Hobbs. I'm one of the co-hosts,
It's just Jay Dobbs.
and we also have with us in the studio
Doubting Tommy.
down in Tommy.
He's like a brother.
Hi, everybody.
He's like a brother to me.
We're having a cold one, a brewski.
Yeah. We're
Like-
drinking Guinness tonight. It's
like
got
a
a
real
nice firm
Irish
hat
man.
on it. It's really wonderful.
Where's the camera?
Everybody, mazel tov.
Mazel tov, Simon.
Oh, yeah. I have to keep remembering that the camera's over there.
Right,
and over here now,
I'm
'cause
looking at the
screen's
screen
here.
like I'm his putz.
That's awful. But yeah, so Johnny's been up in the North Country. I gotta
like
stop
it.
doing Brett's voice.
You gotta stop.
I
Bring
gotta
Brett
stop.
in though. Bring him.
I
Invite him into
will.
the hangout.
I will. I'll hit the
Send
invite
the
button
links
right
out.
now.
Open up the call line.
Oh, yeah,
the
open
phone
up the-
number.
We're gonna open up the phone number. You don't want the animals in.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Tommy. So you're a little new. This
Just
is
talk-
right here.
You lean forward and talk.
That's where you look, but this is where you talk.
We couldn't get the angle
I know
right.
it's backwards.
Right.
Yeah, sorry everybody. I'm gonna keep looking that way.
Yeah,
I guarantee
probably.
it. I guess I should probably just talk directly to you guys.
That's
Yeah,
right.
this is probably
Um,
He used to be a boom mic operator for some other YouTube channel that failed completely or something.
Were you?
I mean,
You regret your life choices? Do you regret not hanging on with this?
no, I don't.
I'm
regret
getting
it at all.
bored and angry.
Absolutely not. And I wasn't a boom mic operator for a YouTube channel. I have a friend from high school who did movies. And
Oh,
Yeah, so-
big
so
shot
I had
director.
Movies, independent
Oh,
film.
I
yeah.
mean, yeah. Actually, he lives in Hollywood. He works on movies.
Oh,
He's
that-
making it.
well, that's-
Eventually, you're gonna see his name up on the big screen.
Oh wow,
That's good.
Ruckus
That's
show.
really.
Guarantee
That is
it.
good. All
Oh,
right.
I'm so happy. It's my favorite. Oh, I gotta hit.
So put on the Discord link everything we need.
I gotta run as administrator because he's doing some crazy stuff. How do you say fakakta? Did I ever say it wrong?
Nonsense.
I've been saying it wrong all day.
Cock the Michigan.
Oh my god, it's verklempt. Oh. I'll tell you what's verklempt, this brewery. Verklempt with value. Okay. we don't get sponsors
Do we have a
more often
particular?
than
Do we
not.
have a particular topic of the hangout today?
We were gonna talk about the barbecue. We're gonna tell the barbecue
Oh,
story.
yeah.
Oh my god, that was hateful.
That was wonderful. I went to a clown rally today. That's what it seemed like. I mean,
Do
they
you
were
say
shooting-
clan or do you say clown? We can't tell.
Yeah, it was
Well,
both a clown and a clown.
It just absolutely won't run. That's great.
Yeah, I can attest that
It was-
upstate New York is definitely
It's definitely
Kinda
it's
clownish.
definitely
Maybe
it was
a little
definitely
bit.
not
Living-
Brooklyn.
Living in clown world. Oh my god.
It was,
It's all right.
people with
Nothing
Trump
works.
tattoos and
It's
stuff, you know.
It's wonderful. Oh, yeah, big.
No, the barbecue was very nice. Williams family, and it was
Oh yeah. It's my mother-in-law's
his
family.
mother-in-law's family. You know, unfortunately, she has a couple of, I guess, even though they're Jewish, they have a couple of Klansmen in the family. I better not tell them that they have Jewish ancestors.
He had
You
the
might
big
get kicked.
skull tattoo with the W and the P on it.
You know the little German World War II
You know,
icon.
yeah.
the
Neo-Nazis
or
wear 'em.
whatever.
So
The
you-
Dragonborn.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he just has it because he likes skulls.
It could be. It's a little
Yeah.
early.
I mean, the WP could be initials.
Right.
never know.
Wallpaper. He's in the
Yeah,
wallpaper.
wallpaper. He really likes wallpaper. That's
Right.
what I have.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, this is really like fitting with the theme of the show itself. It's just like it's like me and
It's a
Jay does.
dumpster fire.
We come in and we sit and we're having drinks and we're shooting the mouth off, and then we got to keep it kosher here because we're in public today. But you know, we people just drop by when we can actually get the links to function. What would be the best way to do it? I send it to myself on Facebook, and then I'll put it in the Gischala.
We'll just copy paste the link from the.
Oh
from-
my god!
Copy from here and put it in the Discord.
I'm trying. Discord won't load, so I gotta send it to myself.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been a good Fourth. Did you do anything for the Fourth for the people that are watching?
I got not really, not anything
Yeah.
at all. I
He's
binge
our
watched
friends.
season 3 of
You're not
Stranger
a real
Things.
patriot.
Stranger Things,
Yeah.
right? We
Yeah.
we never got to talk about that.
I mean, originally I was gonna go and see fireworks tonight, but I decided to hang out with you guys
Oh.
instead. So.
I know you messaged
You
me
should have
during
came with
the
us to
day.
the barbecue. They were shooting cannons.
Well, that's Will's fault. He didn't invite me.
I didn't know I could invite all the
They were shooting
neighborhood.
cannons and burning crosses. It was real nice.
They weren't burning crosses. Come on, don't slander my family like that. They're not that bad. It was one guy with a Klan Nazi tattoo and neo-Nazi, whatever.
That was
It wasn't
good.
that hateful.
I walk in and the first thing the guy says,
Oh, Will's a racist.
the guy says, William, some guy was saying, oh, we have a acidic Jew here today.
Oh yeah, when we walked in, we sort of like overheard the conversation they were having, like we had walked into it like Skyrim.
Here, bro.
Yeah, I know how to do my job. I'm smart. I'm not dumb, not like people say. Godfather Part 2. We had to watch that today. I want to, here we go.
So they were saying that someone brought an acidic Jew.
He said
Instead of saying
acidic.
Hasidic,
Yeah.
acidic.
Yeah.
So he said, what is he, a battery? His acid is high? Acidic. How did he say it? What did the guy say? The prick? What did he say?
Yeah, he
has
said
an-
you're alkaline.
My alkaline levels are high.
Oh, we have viewers. It's just not showing them for some reason.
We do. I'll read it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got one guy says hello.
Yeah. I'll put the link out in the Discord.
Oh, the video is very clear.
Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Wow.
I'll send it over to the Discord from my phone. See, we have backups on backups and backups.
Yeah, you're a real internet hog here. If
You
anyone
said
else
you
tries to
about
connect to the internet, it's not going to connect.
It's not letting me copy page that. It's being racist. Tap and click on this. No. No, why? It does this constantly. We have this issue. Oh, I've got to go over to Facebook first and get it on a messenger. That's
Right.
why.
Copy and
I
paste.
thought that I had already had it.
So I'm not
It's
a big
been an
4th
interesting day.
I'm not a big 4th of July celebrator. I'm not into fireworks, so
Mhm.
hang out
Yeah.
with
Well,
Will
he's
was,
from the city, so it's like you
I
probably
hear
get
I hear
20
things
of-
going exploding with Muslims flying in the buildings and
Oh my
Right.
God.
and other
It's
things.
a bit of a sore
Right,
subject.
yeah.
It's
We
Little
hear
bit
explosions a
PTSD
lot.
maybe.
So it's normal stuff for me.
You're good.
It's an
at it.
everyday occurrence.
It's wonderful. I mean, it's hateful, but it's wonderful.
So we're gonna drop the link in the Discord for
There
those
it
who are
is.
watching, and then William will let the people in, right?
Oh yeah. If anybody else wants to, I'll contact Drew and see if he wants to come in. He was at the thing.
So Tom, you have any good questions or comments you want to bring for the audience?
Not really. I just wanted to prove that J-Dubs was actually here for the most part.
Yeah, I met,
People didn't
this is-
believe he knew me and everything. Oh, he's a compulsive liar.
it's I don't really meet up with internet people.
No, this is the first and probably last time you're moving to Brazil.
I'm moving to Brazil.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, São Paulo, not São Paulo. Oh God, Rio. I'm moving to Rio, and I'm married. For those who don't know, so
To a black woman,
to
just in
a,
case anyone. And if we want to bring up
a Latina woman, a
And if
Brazilian.
we want to bring up J-Dub's traumatic childhood on a live stream in front of a million atheists, we could do that.
I was on an
too, I
atheist
guess.
chat room the other day, and
Yeah,
they were grilling me.
They asked some kind of bigoted questions, but I guess that ended up all right. You all right with that?
Yeah, and everything.
I
ended
didn't.
up all right.
It's, it is what it is. What are you doing?
I'm gonna stop the
Oh, okay,
rotating.
that's good.
So we have
This one guy. This one guy's always in the chat. It's his name on. I don't.
the one guy says he's going to another show, so he's cheating on us.
Oh, jeez.
So he's gonna cheat.
What other
on us.
show is he doing tonight? It's Saturday. Everybody's done their
I
stuff
know.
already.
It's Shabbos, and he's cheating on us. It's not even holy anymore. The holy God's holy day.
See, look, I even like my own video. Isn't that great?
Yeah, that is nice.
I went and sent Drew the link and I dropped it in the Discord.
Alright. So I guess we'll stick around. We're gonna bring in people from the.
I have to say our obligatory, Google Hangouts is going away August 1st. No more Google Hangouts. I know you're probably heartbroken. You don't even know what that
I'm
is.
so heartbroken because I literally didn't know what it was until we
just
I-
now.
Yeah,
I
until
think
I
it's a
saw
little.
your video the
I don't know
other
if
day.
he's picking up him.
Is it?
Okay, do I have to lean in a little bit more?
I'm trying to make
Yeah.
sure the screen.
Well,
is-
yeah, you just talk with a little more bass in your voice and less like a
Like a-
woman. You know,
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
that's fair. That's more than fair.
Oh boy! So what's in the news today? Earthquake in California.
Right. We'll probably take these headphones off for now. There's nobody else in.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll keep mine on in case somebody comes in and says something
Right.
negative or high fall.
So that's not really much in the news, really. This California earthquake.
California's gone and flushed away all the beaches.
Are you happy
Arizona
that
died.
California will be the earthquake?
Your
will
family in Arizona will have
No.
beachfront property.
Well, I don't have family in Arizona.
Remember
My
they
family's
came
That's
back.
good,
in
'cause
England. That's why I'm living
I
here
know.
again.
I
doesn't
was
keep up.
making a
Yeah,
joke.
yeah.
It was a joke, Tommy. Oh, knucklehead.
Oh boy.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, you don't know guts.
I know, I'm a little too serious.
It's
I
okay.
A little too doubtful, I guess, too.
try not
right?
to cut yourself on all
I
that.
was on
action.
Brett Keene's show last night. Brett Keene hosts a
Yeah, he
I
rang
had,
me, and I think probably by accident, he's like, I don't want assholes on my channel.
and Brett's a nice guy. He had Jesus Freak on the show, and he's a nice guy.
I was trying to convince J-Dubs that, and he pulled the live stream, so it's not even there anymore, but
He pulls it, yeah.
he was talking about DC versus Marvel.
Yeah. I'm a big
This is probably
DC.
something you don't even care. You want to know about the the real estate market or something.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Why don't you? Because you're the guest. Why don't you?
Well,
tell
yeah.
us
Why
how-
don't you tell us a little about
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Why don't you give us the topic?
Yeah, see, the problem is I didn't come with any topics. I was
If you could
expecting
talk,
Will.
if you could talk above a whisper, that would be great too.
Thanks, Will. I'll try to do that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. I have no idea.
Do you not have opinions about anything? You must have something. I'm not going to bring up anything hateful, but I think there's at least one thing that we know.
Are you gonna vote for Trump in 2020? How's that?
No, absolutely not. Right now, I'm planning on voting for Buttigieg.
Buttigieg.
That's who I would vote for in the Democratic primary.
He's not gonna make it to the end, though, is he?
He might as well.
Probably not, but
Beto.
he's my
You
favorite.
think
Okay.
Beto's going to win?
Who?
Yeah.
Beto O'Rourke?
Beto,
Oh, yeah.
You know, Robert Francis?
I mean, I don't know. He seems all right.
He seems alright.
The dirty liberal.
Last year, I voted for the Libertarian Gary Johnson. So
Yeah, I voted for
Oh,
Jill.
Gary
yeah.
Johnson's okay.
I voted for Jill Stein. I'm even a registered libertarian. I
Jill
traded it.
Stein.
I know,
What
hippie
a
trip.
yid.
I'm actually
Hippie,
registered
trippy
as a
grandma.
Republican, but that's just because I want to vote in their primaries.
Oh, I'm registered as a libertarian.
But which I think it's
I keep
BS
fading
that in this state you have to be part of the party in order.
My first person I ever voted for was Ron Paul.
I thought
Yeah,
we-
me
was-
too,
yeah,
actually.
I
Me
was-
too.
yeah. So it was his second time running for president. I was old enough to vote for his second president. No, his third presidency run. That was in 06. For 08, I
Ron
voted in
Paul
the
voted?
Republican. Yeah, I voted for.
Well, can't win them all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was part of
I'm gonna be
Albany
voting.
Youth for Ron Paul in 2012.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
That mostly just because I had a friend who was a
Fake
libertarian.
liberal. It's a fake liberal.
I mean, I'm
Well,
I'm really
I
more
consider
of a
myself a
moderate,
liberal.
But
Yeah, right.
But,
right.
like, I
you're
lean
like
liberal,
You're like a center
but-
leftist.
yeah.
Yeah.
I consider myself liberal in the sense of liberty. Like I
Right,
think
right.
people should be free to do what they want,
Right.
which
Yeah,
is not
absolutely.
what Democrats want. Democrats don't want liberty.
Yeah.
They want people banning. They want to ban everything. That's
Yeah.
not freedom.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of my
I have a
biggest
feeling
problems
this
with
is
the
going to turn
Democratic
into a change
Party.
my mind or something.
Change
You
my
know,
mind,
Man
yeah.
on the street. It's white fan Tommy.
Right, Democrats to me are just authoritarians that are blue. I mean, the
Right.
Republicans are authoritarian as well,
Right.
but they're just different authoritarians. One wants to ban plastic, the other one wants to ban, homos, right? So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing with these weird liberal types, like the really far left people, because like the raging atheists.
What we have to name drop here?
I know it wasn't gonna, but it was like he's going around calling John racist and me racist, and it's like why? It's actually not rage that I have the biggest issue. It's that other guy that we're definitely not going to talk about. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's not worth our time.
It's not worth that
It's
time.
it's not worth.
We're getting pop-ups here.
It's true. Said he saw the tagline. He's watching Stranger Things right now with his little brother. Oh, okay,
Oh,
that's
wow,
cute.
so
Wow, that's
cute.
hateful.
Yeah, I can't
His-
blame him.
His little brother's
Season
21.
3 was good.
Was it?
Yeah, it was good.
I kind of like casually sort of watched other people watching it. I was like, this kind of seems kind of like cliche, like real, like more than usual. Because I understand that it's like a tropes thing,
Yeah.
but it's not. It was way more than I thought it was gonna be with like with Nancy. I saw the first episode, so I can talk about that. It was Nancy and the paper, and she goes in, and the guy literally tells her to make a sandwich. That was a little cheesy. That was a little bit too much.
Yeah,
Make
but
me
at the same time, I
Yeah.
feel like
He
for
literally tells her to make
a
a
woman
sandwich.
intern like in the 80s, I don't think that would have been out of the question.
No, the way he did it though, it was like, "Why are you making a sandwich?" Ah.
Yeah, but as much as it is a comedy to an extent.
Yeah,
I like the show I watched. The last show I was watching on Netflix was Glow, women wrestling.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I haven't
That's
seen
actually not that bad.
Oh, okay, soon. Okay, well, I dropped the link for him. if you want.
We'll drop in names, we'll drop in links, we'll drop in loads. So we're doing a lot of things here.
right into it with the hate.
All right.
Oh,
Will, whenever Will does an impression of me, he does like Andrew Dice Clay. To him, everyone from Long Island sounds like Andrew Dice Clay.
oh my god!
You know Andrew Dice
Yeah,
Clay?
so I was talking about that.
No.
Dirty
I do
Nursery Rhymes, Dirty Nursery Rhymes, big famous in the 80s. Hickory, dickory. Yeah, sorry, let's not get into that.
No, probably not. Dice is a little bit too spicy.
He was the first one to ever get banned from like TV.
No.
Well, technically, it goes back to that other. What was that other guy before him? The one that was
Inspired Carlin.
Yeah. Oh, he was a Jew too, right?
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but he was one of the first. He was like
Yeah. It's really early. This is a new age. Probably one of the first new
like
age
with
things.
it was like the first.
that.
It was like the original like. We're gonna ban you for what you say type of thing, like how they're getting rid of people now on the internet for opinions.
Yeah, Dice did a character called the Dice Man, and like I remember hearing about the story was that he started to become the Dice Man. He just faded into this character, and he just in his real life he couldn't separate himself from the Dice Man,
Yeah.
and he just like straight up method acting, just phased into him, and he just couldn't get out. He's like, everyone just wants to see the Dice Man, and I can't stop doing it.
Yeah.
It was weird.
So do we go to the Discord and drop a link in the Discord?
Yeah, we already dropped the link to Discord. I don't know.
I don't know why people aren't coming in.
That's this one guy's Discord. If we go over here,
We'll drop it in all the Discords. Yeah, if I was logged into my account, I would have put it out on the.
yeah, you didn't bring your tablet.
Yeah. How much
Oh my God, everyone's at a barbecue.
Oh.
Of course. Well, it's okay. This will be good for post. You can say whatever. Nobody will watch it.
Oh, Rebecca's.
Yeah.
We should email Brett Keane at phone.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were going to do. No, I can bring him right in.
Yeah, call him right in.
A big mocker. I can get Brett Keane on the show.
Name drop it again, William.
Brett Kane. There's on Brett Kane.
You know what? Invite everyone in.
I don't even know who's in my address book. Oh, it's Brett Keane.
Don't make me have to go to the outside and bring the microphone outside with me and interview people in the street.
Got TV, radio.
That's probably not even this. That's not the. Oh, it is.
Yeah, Brett Keane phone. There you go. Raging Atheist is probably doing his own stream right now. What do you need?
Type in hangouts.google.com. Yeah, go there and bring in. Let me show you something.
Okay.
You can also add people. This is going to be so fun for the people that are watching.
I know. I can't see a thing.
Right. We're gonna show. I'm gonna show Will how to invite people to the
Big
hangout.
mocker.
The Jew has to teach the other Jew. Let's see if it loads. See, this is the hangout we're in, right? Watch.
Oh,
Now, if you go there, right? And you go to the little Happy Man little thing. You can add people.
Oh, jeez.
Now you have all these people here.
Oh, these are all the.
Brother
don't-
John, you want to add in?
Yeah.
I don't think any of these other people do.
You can try the Raging Atheist. You won't come in, but that's all right.
I don't know who any of these other people are.
There are people who email me or pretend to be women on the internet.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, come to my cam show.
So can we get some in here to do some cam show?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they're fake liberals.
All right, very good. Whatever that means. Live
I'm
event.
gonna
Is
get
this
called
up?
a fake liberal online because if you say anything nice about Donald Trump, then you're a fake liberal.
Oh, well.
You can't say anything nice about the man. I said I like the air show, and all of a sudden it's like you're for authoritarian military style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with black and white thinking like that. That's ridiculous. Because honestly, I really do not like Donald Trump. I don't like his personality.
There's
at all,
nobody in there.
but-
This one guy already has the link. He's doing another live show. That's why.
Oh, I got a live show.
Or literally the only one's looking at this anyway, and it's on my phone. I don't know what you're doing. You're just gonna slow the bandwidth.
I know. I hear you.
I don't know why he should be in now, but
I'm such a bigot. Why isn't the live? Oh, there it goes.
There, fine. Yeah, that'll be good.
Now we're gonna get like all kinds
It
of
really,
wonderful-
well, it really wasn't the best night to do this, but it's the only night that he's in town.
It's my.
it's getting late.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Oh, I was gonna say you didn't just click out of that, did you? That's
No,
great.
I'm not that dumb.
No, but
I'm smart. I ain't dumb.
Oh man, so you're a new bachelor now.
That is correct. Yeah.
You were taken. Now you're
Ladies.
put back on the.
Yep. As of
How long were you together?
2 years.
Oh wow. What happened?
I don't know if I necessarily want to get into that here.
Yeah, you got to get into the juicy details.
It was a mutual breakup.
Yeah.
That's not what I heard.
No, it was actually.
Oh, it was? That's not. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
She just didn't do it for you, or you
Yeah.
just didn't do it for her? She wanted kids. You didn't want kids. She
Nah.
wanted to marry. You didn't want to marry.
nah. Wow. Wow.
What happened? Consider me like a therapist.
okay, so essentially, I wasn't really satisfying her needs emotionally, and she wasn't satisfying my needs financially.
Mm.
Look at this guy. This guy's.
Well, she couldn't keep a job for more than a couple months at a time. So
Yeah,
that
just
was-
come right out and
that-
say it.
that-
That's fine.
like-
That's-
But
that's-
what happened?
that
What's
was
the
break
issue?
pretense.
She did a little.
No,
No.
not really.
So what was? So why can't she keep a job?
Well, honestly,
Autistic?
she wasn't even getting fired. She would quit just
Right.
because she didn't like dealing with other people. Essentially.
Autistic.
Autistic.
Yeah. We could say that. I got
She
the
didn't have
card.
two brain cells to rub together.
Right. Well,
Was she good
she's
looking?
not
at this?
dumb. She's all right. Well,
She was decent looking.
So she was just like a painted eggshell.
well, there
she
was a
was,
certain person that had also met her that I can't say that was like,
She's probably prettier than me. So
if you like that shape,
Right.
right?
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to get
she
the
was
picture.
curvy.
It's
She
a
was
shape.
curvy.
You're not
Okay.
shallow. What I'm getting from you is that you really want a person that to be with. Like you don't.
Right. Like I
Right.
would like somebody
Just
that I can build a
constantly-
life with long term. You know.
Are you looking at
And-
kids?
Yeah.
You-
Absolutely.
yeah, me too.
For sure.
I remember back in the day we were like, oh, I'm never gonna have. It was just the whole
Yeah.
thing. It's like I'm gonna live my life, and
Yeah.
at this
but
point
I
we
mean,
haven't actually done any of that
yeah,
either.
You're
and now-
talking over like 10,
Yeah,
12
10
years.
years.
Ago,
Well,
so
no, I know, but it's not like,
Like
we
in
get
high
time to.
school, no, I
It's
don't
not
want
we don't
kids.
get time to catch up. This is what we do. I have to turn on a webcam to catch up with anybody anymore. You're gonna be raking in the dough after this.
So-
But that-
So anyone
Yeah.
out there in the light audience that knows a good partner for Tom, Down in Thomas over here,
Yeah,
Partner, yeah.
absolutely.
a partner.
Uh,
in life, life partner.
Yeah.
you might
If
say.
you know a girl that can
You know,
keep a
like,
job.
I don't know. What are you trying to say? He wants.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that we used to have pajama parties. When
You too.
We used to have matching pajamas.
we did.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's.
We got accused of being gay together more than once by my mother.
Yeah.
Because he used to come over and play Xbox when we were teenagers. He just spent. He used to live in his mom's basement. You know, like
He's
a
a basement
troglodyte,
dweller.
right? Like
Yeah.
a neckbeard troglodyte, and we used to play. We used to play Combat Evolved.
Wow,
Not
that's
even-
real old school.
Yeah. You still had
The
the old
original-
Xbox, even when the 360
That,
was like.
that had Xbox so heavy you could kill someone with it.
Yeah.
It was
absolutely.
huge.
You just murder somebody.
It's a big old boulder.
No, that's what I call Combat Evolved.
Right.
That was an
By
awful
Halo,
joke.
yeah.
I'm gonna hang myself later for that.
All right, so you're a little off color. So you're looking for someone else a little off color too. Is that what
Maybe
you're
a little
saying?
bit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I guess let me get my red in the open. You're like pansexual.
No, he's bisexual. Are we outing you?
I mean, yes, technically, but
You're open to
oh.
all genders.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I would consider myself pansexual, sure.
It won't bother you.
I was with a transgender. man
Whatever label.
before. Female to male. So, male to female, rather. So I don't.
Okay. Cool.
It's my audience, too. A bunch of trannies.
Your entire audience.
Was this
The whole
particular-
thing is just trannies.
Was this
Yeah.
particular person a girl, right? That you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chick.
We won't-
She was like
no,
she was an
she's-
actual chick that was born a chick.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not what
I mean,
don't know why.
even if I might call myself pansexual, like I would definitely say I'm hetero-romantic. Like I've never dated a guy or a
Yeah, neither
non-cis
have I.
female.
No, I
Now
Uh,
we get into
it's-
this terms, yeah.
Yeah.
Non-cis
We don't have to be.
binary,
It just,
right?
Sometimes it's just a physical thing. It's not like a
Right.
love is love
I guess
thing.
you
It's just,
just want to get.
that's
Yeah,
where I was.
yeah,
at.
Right.
yeah.
But I want to have kids. I want to have biological children. So I'm
Yeah, like if I want to have
Right,
kids,
that's
then
why
I need a
he's a-
biological female.
right. So that's why we asked.
For
us to
sure,
come out and
yeah.
say, yeah. See, that really wasn't that difficult.
So now are you open if let's say you want to be in a relationship with you have a female where you can reproduce with, but maybe another partner that's
Reproduce. It's so clinical.
Right.
Reproduce with.
for reproducement.
Uh-huh.
Right. We're gonna get a half
She's just there to pop
here.
up the kids, but maybe you have another
We're
partner.
gonna bring it over with a rope, right? You wanted to see a cattle farm before you left. We didn't get you to the dairy farm. You know, you get a stud and you whatever. You pimp it out. It's great. We're pimping time right now. We're using
Yeah.
time. Time is
Is it-
money.
Yeah.
Tom,
yeah.
show yourself one more time for the audience. We got,
I know.
we
Look
got
at
someone
this.
available.
He's a big market.
A big mouth.
Yeah. For the most part, they just
I'm
get to
te-
see
I'm
my
teaching him
nose.
the Yiddish terms. So
Right. This is he's my spiritual
Yeah.
advisor now.
I'm his
Right.
rabbi.
Right. I said if he keeps it up, he's gonna be a mensch on the bench. He's gonna stay there for the rest of his life. He doesn't understand what we're saying. You want to
Yeah.
break that down?
No, not really.
Okay, cool. That's fine. You don't have to.
It's too much.
Do you want another drink?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just
Now we already had this was on the house.
Right,
beautiful
right.
host that we have.
I
today.
didn't want to not like order anything after that if he was gonna pick for our first round.
Well, give him a fancy drink. You want something fancy?
What do you want?
We
What-
like beer and wine, so we don't
Yeah.
have anything else.
Oh.
Can I get a hedgehog IPA?
Running logs over there.
Good thing he's gonna some cap. I don't drink IPA. He brought.
IPAs
Listen,
are good. IPAs are good.
It was. Oh, they do have it. So he came into the Christmas party 2 years ago when we made TJ Kirk's meatloaf. I keep forgetting the camera's over there now. It's so weird because it is anyway, whatever. So he made
TJ the Amazing Atheist.
his meatloaf.
What
He
does
gave
that
me his
mean?
meatloaf recipe. He did it a couple of years ago on the whole instructional thing. He came over and we ate TJ sweet loaf, which sounds really gross, but it's not.
Right.
And he brought over this IPA. It tasted like somebody took a pine cone
Right.
and soaked it.
Right.
Anyone else?
Thank you so much. I think another good. So
But
it's like a pine cone.
it tasted like a pine cone drenched in pine salt and rubbed in like bath water or something. And it's like, how do you drink this? And it's like, it's good. And it's like, all right, like if you say so, you're the expert.
Our friend Tommy doesn't know about the Brett Keane situation.
No.
With Amazing Atheist.
But, yeah,
Amazing
okay.
Atheist, a couple of years ago, I would say,
Yeah,
it was
shit.
5 years ago, I would say now.
It's
been a while.
longer than that. It was almost 2009, so it was 10 years ago.
10 years ago? really?
Oh my God, yeah.
He came out as as you would call yourself a pansexual. Amazing Atheist would call himself a banana sexual.
Right.
He
There was
was
Do you remember the
giving a little
Banana
love.
Gate?
No,
He was
do
putting.
Oh my God. How do
I
you not remember
stopped
Banana
watching his
Gate?
videos like 10 years ago.
There was
You just missed it then.
a real hardcore nasty woman that I actually had problems with once.
Oh my God, you know her?
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
She pretended to love TJ,
Yeah, it
and be
was-
with TJ, and
got him to
she
do all
she get him
these-
to do all types of stuff. He was doing things with bananas with him.
And an oil later
One
on,
time
and
he
then
spread-
chocolate syrup.
He
Oh my
spread
God,
up
that was
up the
hateful.
camera, right? And he's hung like a pill mouse, and he's pouring hot chocolate.
No, well, if you had done that with boiling oil, you'd shrivel up like a stack of diapers too. This is what I tell people. It's
So
not
Brett-
accurate. It's not accurate. I don't believe it. Fake news.
So Brett
Fake news.
uses this as like
Constantly.
constantly.
And he got kicked off of YouTube once for it, but then he put it on BitChute. That video is still up there as far as I know. It's marked, get this, on BitChute, not safe for life. They have a not safe for work and they have a not safe for life. They had to make a completely new category just for Brett.
So
New tag.
that's now you're caught up with the drama of the situation.
Right. The
Okay.
situation.
Yep.
And there's a lot of things that Brett says. They're called Keenisms. And he just says the word like situation,
French
individual,
vanilla
French vanilla,
situation.
mac and cheese.
One time he was on a video. He said, my wife made me coffee with French vanilla, so there
Yeah,
became
it was the
a
same
meme.
live stream. Yeah, he just keeps.
I have a French vanilla situation.
He got up probably like 6 times in that stream.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just,
you
French
like
vanilla
Brett.
is
Brett's a
really
cool
good.
guy. He's
Yeah,
actually a really good friend of mine.
He hates me,
But he
though,
hates the Amazing Atheist. He hates him.
because
He probably would hate you.
Yeah, he probably hate you. Look just like Scotty.
Scotty.
Scotty, Kaiser Scopey.
Yeah.
Kaiser Scoopy.
Yeah. Brett doesn't want to come on the show ever, but
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter anymore. Nothing matters. Have you seen this? Have you seen this live stream? Nothing matters. We did a really good one. I forget which one it was. I'll pull it up right now. I'm not going to play it or anything. I just want to. Oh my God! It hit the play button anyway.
we did a video about Project Veritas.
Yeah, that was. What episode was that?
That was
oh,
2
yeah,
episodes ago. Thank you so much.
No, his last episode was Project Veritas.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the other one we did that really blew up. Which one was that? It was 100 something. Oh yeah, episode 10. That was the Sub for Subfest, I think. Or was that something else? What was that? Let me bring it up real quick and see what it was. Oh yeah, it's the Sub for Sub Super Special with Maynard Saves and Messenger Reveals.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really it. Was a productive conversation because we only
It
occasionally
grilled
have
me.
about Judaism and stuff, but basically like nobody knows what Judaism is. Like it was weird for me because I thought that I knew what it was, and then you come into it and you realize the scripture's totally different.
Right. People think Jews are just basically
Take out JC. And
it's just
that's it.
Christianity, but they hate Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
what they think it is.
Right.
It's not.
It's totally not even.
That honestly is almost how it's taught.
Right.
Yeah, they teach it in school like that.
Right.
Too.
Christianity is just this Judaism progressed into that
Yeah,
one
like
last.
continue.
Right.
They don't tell you about Talmud. They don't tell you about
Christianity is completely nothing. Right.
Right.
But yeah, it's good
Yeah,
stuff. I'm having another Guinness.
I know.
Beautiful.
Probably have to
We have
look.
Guinness professionals here.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I know. Look at the head on that. It's
Beautiful
perfect.
head. I love a good head.
I bet you.
Aye. Kosher now.
You gotta have
Kosher.
Ozzy Osbourne, Jack the Stripper, Fairies Wear Boots. That's a hateful song.
You got a
listen to
mustache, look.
Yeah, of course you have a mustache. You're Jewish. Not allowed to not have one. It's kind of the obligatory stash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how you
It
can tell I'm
literally,
not Jewish.
right? Exactly.
Right.
Because he shaves it off.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
It is what it is.
It is really nice in here though, but it's a little humid and I'm sticking to everything. Hateful.
Because it's leather.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
So we can't get Messenger in here. We can't get Leonard
you
Sir.
want me to look and see if there's something going on that we're missing?
No, it's all right. I completely don't care. 'Cause
No,
I think
no.
this
It's
is
not
fun.
that I want to see it. I just want to see if there's like an explanation for why. Our
I'm
numbers
enjoying
are-
your company.
I know. I swear to God, the numbers aren't this low. I swear to God. No,
This is
look,
the
I
first time
prove it
no
to you.
one's
No, I'm.
watching us.
Yeah, no, really, it is.
It's just because I'm here. you
Right.
know? I drove everybody away.
See, like this was last week 73, and there's 106 here. It's like we usually have probably
Yeah.
at most like 20 live viewers, but it's usually like 7. So this is actually really low for our average. But the good news is that everyone's gonna miss this and then watch it in post.
Right.
So
So why don't we do the rigmarole? Is that you ask me a question? Ask the rabbi. a
ask the
question.
rabbi, do you have anything like? Literally, I bet you if you ask any question that you think you know about in Christianity, it's different in Judaism.
Okay.
We just did a whole bunch of videos that we have to edit. I got that one. We got videos
Oh.
coming out about
Slavery.
the Star Wars analogy too with the Force.
Star Wars is having Jewish.
Yeah, we broke down
way.
Judaism as a Star Wars analogy. It just make more sense that way and stuff like that. So I just want to inform people that we do actually have content that we film. We do actually produce stuff here, believe it or not. But so do you want to like give it a whirl? I bet you'll be surprised.
Okay.
Oh, now
It's
we're getting
impressive.
close.
No, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so I know that Jews don't believe in hell, but
Yes.
what do they think about heaven? Like, what do they imagine after?
Oh, this is a good question. We get this a lot.
So it's a good question. The consensus is technically there isn't a heaven per se in the same way Christians or Muslims would think of it as like an afterlife where you get to walk around and see your family again. But the main concept is that eventually we come to on earth sort of Ola Abba would be a place of eternal peace. You would have it here. You would have children growing old.
Right.
The Bible talks about if you keep my commandments, you keep my statutes, God will make it rain, your crops will grow, you'll see your children grow old.
Right.
You would have physical blessings that would be prolonged for many generations. So heaven is sort of like this perpetual peace of just being able to live in your own country in Israel, and Israel will be like Garden of Eden, where it's just this perpetual good place.
Generally, the way I see it is that
It's
Torah,
a physical thing. It's not like a spiritual thing. Go, ooh,
Torah's
Right,
like an
okay.
instruction manual, and it's not an instruction manual to how to get to somewhere else. It's how to be here now.
right.
It's not really anything about like there's a Gehenna
This
and there's,
concept
and
that
there's like Sheol and
that,
stuff
like,
like that. It's
maybe
newer.
you do something wrong, or maybe you did an avera, a sin. Like God brought you on this world to do something. You
But we
didn't
can
do
talk
it,
about what a sin is too,
Right.
probably.
right? You didn't do something you were supposed to do, so God may bring you back, but you might come back physically handicapped or something that will make your mission even harder. Maybe you're supposed to, for example, I don't know, build a school and make children have a good education.
Right.
So you would have, maybe you wouldn't have money and you wouldn't have to work hard to build a school. I'm just saying something in general.
Oh, this is a good question.
So is it almost like reincarnation in a way?
It is.
Yeah,
there's
this is
an
a
aspect.
surprising thing that there's actually some
This is just a concept that not everyone agrees in Judaism.
Okay. Yeah.
Frank
But that
Frank
could be
Wonder has a question. He says, "You guys seem like a friendly crew. Which one of you is most likely to end up in prison someday?" That's probably me.
Well, I actually have been to prison.
Yeah. No.
yeah,
no, you haven't. Really?
Yeah, I've been there.
You've been to big boy jail.
Not big boy jail. I've been to Nassau County Corrections Facility.
For what? This is news to me. I didn't know. You've been staying in my house for 2 days, almost 3 now.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not. What happened was, I got in a fight with someone,
Oh, okay.
and they just lock you up. They don't care who. They don't care who started the fight. They don't care what happened. The cops. They just throw you away. I had the judge. It went before I was in Holden. They brought me out to see the judge. Oh, your bill's like, you need like $100,000 bail. so I couldn't afford the bail.
Right.
So they can't hold you in local lockup. They put you in prison until you can get a trial, get the lawyer. So I was basically spent 30
Did
days.
you end up with a public defender?
I would end up with a public defender.
Oh, God.
Spent 30 days in county.
Did you get
lockup.
busted with somebody else?
Yeah,
Or-
they said they put he was able to make bail. I wasn't.
Oh no! So there wasn't like you and another guy got into a fight with this one guy.
No.
Oh, okay. Because what you do is
Well, it's too late.
No, I know.
I'm not planning on getting into my.
No. Okay, not you per se, but anybody who's listening.
Right.
If you ever end up in lockup, what you do is you say you've got somebody, but you don't really have somebody when they come. You don't call the bail bondsman. You don't call nothing. You say that if you're with another guy who gets busted for a thing, let's say for example it's possession, right? It's like an under an ounce or something like that, of marijuana.
Okay.
If you get busted on possession, you say that the other guy, his lawyer, is going to represent you. And then when his lawyer shows up, they don't. And then they give you the good one. They have to give you a special, they won't give you the janky public defender.
Well, I was lucky that my public defender was a nice Orthodox Jew. He had a yarmulke. He looked just like me. I was like, oh, really? They gave me. I thought they did it, because I was a Jew. They gave me a Jew.
Oh, yeah.
So he was a good guy. He fought for me.
Yeah. Mine's, I won't say his full name, but his first name's Bill, and he's a Yid.
Okay, good.
So I talk about him at length because sometimes we'll go out for drinks and stuff like that because we're on a first name basis. He's my parents, my mother and my stepfather. He's a good guy. Frank asked us another question.
Frank, yeah.
What are you guys' belief on atheism? Well, Tom, are you still an atheist here?
I've never been an atheist.
I thought you were.
No, I'm agnostic.
Oh my
Now,
God,
are
this
you,
question.
so this
again.
I hate that I hate this. I hate the agnostic because are you saying that you know there isn't a God, or do you believe that you can never know that there's a God?
I believe that you can never
Know that there's a God.
that there
People
is a
think that
God,
there's
so
two-
I choose not to identify as an atheist
Oh, okay.
because I think that's inherently incorrect
Right.
So
philosophically.
you believe atheism is not just a rejection of God, but flat out there is no God.
Yeah.
Okay. They call it a hard atheism nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause I
guess
thought that
you
Tom
could call
was-
me a soft
I figured
atheist
that-
if you wanted to,
Right.
but I'm open to the fact that there could be
You don't
a God.
believe in deities. You don't worship deities. You
Yeah.
don't have a religious ritual you perform. You don't go to a religious building.
It's Grant.
That you could definitely say that I'm irreligious.
Irreligious. Okay.
Yeah.
You remember Grant for the party?
Yeah.
He just messaged me. He wanted to be on the show, but he can't because of this weekend. He says, "Do we have any Belle Delphine bathwater?" These guys don't know what that is. Yeah, actually, I got. I paid $500 for it. It's in the refrigerator at home. It's gonna be a collector item someday. Anyway, yeah, agnosticism is weak. Okay, see, listen, most people, like a lot of the people that I work with, they're not like atheists. They're apatheistic. Basically,
They hate God.
they don't care.
Oh,
Yeah, that's actually a good term. I like that.
Yeah, it's apatheism. I don't know who coined. I'm not sure if I coined it because I thought I heard Brett wrong, or if Brett coined it officially. But apatheism, I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you're religion. I don't care if there's a God, if there's not a God.
Like for me
I just want
personally,
to play Minecraft.
like for me, I like to say that I know God exists
Right.
because I feel like there are moments in my life that I go, well, that happened because a creator manipulated the situation for
Right,
that
right,
to
right.
happen. But that's a personal experience. I can't really demonstrate it scientifically. I can't.
Right.
Right.
I can't say this is the mathematically equation. If you follow it step by step, you will have that same experience. Like I can't do that.
No,
For me, it feels real.
because it's metaphysical. It's not meant to be explained in the physical sense. It's a lot of like the golem video that's coming out too.
Oh,
with
we
that.
did a
It's
video on
talking
golems,
about
yeah.
golems.
Have
You
you
know
ever
anything
heard of
about
golems?
No.
Yeah.
I've not heard a single thing.
It's
There's
You know-
people that believe that you can use like enchant, like witchcraft or voodoo, I guess would be the secular term, voodoo,
kind of
to make something come alive and to live. So there was a big story about
like if you took a piece of clay for
Right.
example, and you fashioned that in a semi-human form or something like that, you could enchant this thing so it would come alive.
Right.
That's the goal.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So that it would be like a person, like how God formed man from clay
Right.
and breathed in a soul. You would be doing the same thing,
Yeah. Okay.
basically. Crazy stuff. So there was a story back in the day that a rabbi did this to protect his village.
Right.
So there's like a legend.
It's like an iron golem in Minecraft.
The Frankenstein is actually based off of this.
Well, you know,
off of the
Stein.
Yeah. Yeah.
story.
So
That makes sense.
yeah,
Sure.
but yeah, it's just a flesh golem.
A flesh golem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever played Dragon Age?
Instead of a
You
stone.
ever play video? You play video games?
Not really. Like I play like I tend to play older video games.
Tom's
Like
too
right
busy
now, I'm
playing
working my
real
way
life.
through.
You play Baldur's Gate?
What's that?
Baldur's Gate back in the day.
Nope.
Diablo. You remember
I
that?
played a little bit of Diablo, but not really.
Okay. I think Golem were a lot Diablo.
Do you know Oblivion
Yeah.
or Morrowind or Skyrim?
Never played any of them.
Wow.
I know of them.
Really?
Never
You've never
played 'em.
played any of them?
No. Like I play like Mario and stuff, man.
Oh, Mario's.
Oh,
Oh, how
we
did he
were
say
gonna
it?
talk
Wait a
about
minute.
this.
Wait a minute. How do you say it? How do you say his name?
Mario.
Hi.
I told you it's Mario. Oh, we have somebody
yeah,
in
somebody's
here.
talking.
Who's this?
It's another faceless troll.
A faceless
Hey.
name.
I don't even know who it is this time. Do we
Oh,
even
this
see-
is one guy. It's one guy.
Oh, it's not this one guy.
It's this one guy.
Oh, okay. No, it isn't.
Yeah, yeah.
It is me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought this one guy, the T was capitalized, not the H.
No, it's the H.
What, did they kick you off?
No. I was on. Chubbs didn't show up. No show.
Oh my God, that's hateful.
So I was on my channel. He didn't show up. So I was like, well, it's been about half an hour.
Yeah. So do you like the new setup?
So we have the Frank has a really good question for us.
I keeps asking questions. It's all about the questions. Can you hear us all right? Is the audio all right?
I can hear you guys through the Hangout. I'm not on the like freaking YouTube channel.
Yeah.
No, if you can hear us through the Hangout, you can hear us through the video.
And yeah,
All
I can
right,
hear you.
good.
There it is.
Well,
Can
Frank,
you hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you looked like you were on another planet. Tom, say hi. Your
Hi.
Camera's
Hey,
over
how's
there.
it going?
I'm having a fun time. Drinking a Guinness
Yeah.
like an
We
Irishman.
finally found a nice place where we could sit and do this. It's
I want to just say
It's
for the
been
record, 26 plus 6 equals 1. Unite Ireland. Sorry.
You guys are awfully blurry, but
yeah.
We're blurry,
you're pixelated. Yeah.
pixelated. That's okay.
Oh yeah, on the outside.
So did
We
you
can't
guys
see in here.
did you guys touch tips yet?
No.
Not yet.
What is this guy? What is this guy?
Joker.
He's a
This
joke.
jabroni. Okay, so this is we got
The
actually.
one guy. Let's have the one guy ask questions now.
Okay, because we got one in here from the Muslim that you picked up the other day.
Oh, the
Abdul
Muslim.
Rahman.
Okay.
He says, "Hi, what do you think of RPG games having to do with worship or daemon or devil to progress in a quest like Elder Scrolls?" Now, Elder Scrolls is different because you don't actually have to pick up, you don't actually have to do the Daedra thing. You can go with alternatively like the priest of Arcane
Right.
and the oh god, what the hell's the name?
I like.
Fala,
I do like video games today that they give you the multiple choices, multiple endings.
right, so you don't have
like
to.
DSS.
In fact, in the Elder Scrolls, they like to punish you for not helping the Daedra, but there is one quest in Skyrim,
Wow.
Azura's Star, that gives you the better item of the two.
Well, I would just say that the fact that we have options now like Deus Ex, Mankind Revolution,
Right.
you can play it completely stealth and never kill anyone.
Hitman Absolution.
Hitman, you can always mug the people, knock them out instead of killing them.
Mm-hmm.
So now, in a religious sense, is it a sin? Do I, am I considered a murderer if I kill a cartoon character in a video game? No,
Nah.
because it's an imaginary world.
Right.
If I'm worshiping other gods in video games, it's the same thing. It's not considered idol worship in any way.
No, it's all part of the narrative. It's a
Now-
crafting a narrative.
that might be for you, but what about like me with Jesus when he says, if you do it in your heart, then you have already committed sin. So if I'm imagining myself and wishing death upon this person, is that still murder? Or no, because it's still
It's
just
a fiction.
fictional.
It's a fictional character. It's an artificial construct. It's not real.
What if it's based
Well,
off history?
No, well, that I agree that it is hate and it is murder because it's
What, really?
because yes, because you're doing something physical with your physical body. You're killing something. You have an emotion.
Wait, what are you talking? You still talking about the video game?
No, he just said, but I have it in my heart. He said,
Oh,
if I have it
okay.
in my heart about a video game, yeah, because you're doing it with your body.
And like when you take gaming seriously, and you're like, "F this person user, I want him dead. I'm going to kill him." Then you're-
That's idol. That's wrong because you're obsessed. You know, it's like people who worship Michael Jordan because he's like the greatest baseball player. That's idolizing a
Baseball
person.
player,
Or
I
whatever
know.
he does. I don't know.
Basketball.
Basketball.
But he did play baseball, so he's not
Yeah, he
technically
He did.
wrong.
He
Golf.
did play baseball.
I think Space Jam he golfed too as well. I think that's based on a true story.
It
With
was
Bugs
it?
Bunny.
With
Yeah,
Bugs
right,
Bunny, that's a good-
exactly.
yeah.
Donald Duck. Daffy Duck. Yeah,
Daffy Duck.
that was a different version. Of
Yeah.
Donald Duck. That was
But yeah,
the R-rated version. of
That's
baseball.
actually, I think that's an important question because what if in my worldview, God and Jesus and all that, we're being judged upon that, and we're unknowingly sinning in that aspect. We don't know that we're sinning. And that could also be a big problem, Because
Yeah,
you're doing
sure.
it
well,
unknowingly.
Well, the rules are kind of important.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good to know the rules.
Judaism is all about the intent.
Right.
So if you don't intend to idol worship, you don't intend to have hatred in your heart, then it's not committing the sin.
Right.
So it's all about your intent.
Right.
You know,
Otherwise, every minute
if you
of
drop
every
your
day.
wallet on the floor, and then you look up and you bow down to it, right? And you don't realize, wait a minute, there was a big statue
And Judaism
of
has a
Gischala.
different idea.
Are you bowing to statues, or did you drop your wallet because you wanted to pick up your wallet? No, your intent was to pick up the wallet. Your intent wasn't to bow and worship the statue.
Right.
That makes a whole lot of sense to me.
Right.
I mean, in sin
good
in
point.
Judaism is a lot different too. It's not like thou shalt not, thou shalt, the whole thing.
Right. Sin in Judaism is about what you have to do. It
Right.
might be a particular situation where you might have to steal a candy bar from the. Let's think of an example. You might have to steal a candy bar. Technically, it's
Which is probably
stealing.
better with a loaf of bread because
Let's say you have to. Okay, a loaf of bread. You have to feed your family.
right.
You know,
You do what you got to do.
you have to
Right,
do what you
I
got to do.
understand.
Right?
Right. Because that's what Torah said. If you have to provide for your family, so
Right. But you want to try to do it the best way you can without
right. If
doing
you're
the
not
stealing.
right, exactly. I
Right.
understand that. What I'm saying is in this extreme case.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Extreme poverty.
In extreme poverty, but in also a perfect world, Judaism also says that people should be taking care of the poor and the homeless and doing all these things as well. So
Now, how does Judaism view forgiveness of sins?
this is a beautiful question. Forgiveness of sin. So you would think of other religions that compete with
Vicarious
us.
redemption through.
You think that you need like a
ritualistic
you need a
sacrifice.
sacrifice,
Yeah.
right? Like they will say, God demands blood. Have blood for The Bible says, if you steal, you give back the item. I stole that loaf of bread. Now you give the loaf of bread back. That's forgiveness. You say to the store owner, I stole a loaf of bread to feed my family. Forgive me.
Oh.
Between you and him, because you sinned against him. You didn't sin against God. Now, if you sin against God, like let's say you worship an idol.
Like Aristotle, he's got the thing.
Right. Now the way you repent would be you bring an animal to the altar, or even God even says bring bread to the altar. Ironically, we're talking about bread.
Right.
There's olive oil you could bring. So it's not just about blood.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Yes.
You can axe away.
Okay, so do you guys still have altars like it was back in the Old Testament to do these offerings?
So Judaism declared, the sages of Judaism, not rabbis, but this actual prophets and sages declared that our heart is now the altar and that our lips are the animal sacrifice.
Pardon me.
Yes.
I love you, Yarmulke.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Shalom Aleichem.
Alaikum Shalom.
Ah, very good.
I'm a member of the tribe.
You remember the tribe? Ah,
Nachamoshe ben Pinchas Eliezer Friedman.
that's a Hebrew name. Very nice. That's a mouthful.
Irish, really.
Huh?
Just kidding.
Oh,
I said Irish.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah. What brings you out here?
Rabbi Shlomo Ober from Saratoga.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
What
I don't
brings
know.
you out here?
We run a show together. This actually is what we're doing right now. It's a
Give
lunch.
me 1 second. I need time to talk to this man.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. We got
Okay.
another yid. And we have enough Jews here to make a minion.
Market is very rare.
Okay, yeah. Pull up a
You
seat.
know, my
Find
father
that microphone's here. You have to pull it in. Yeah.
My uncle is Rabbi Noah Lamb,
Yeah.
and I really love having you right here.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from Long Island. I'm from
Me
Brooklyn.
too. I grew up in Huntington.
Huntington. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So if you went a little west, I'm in Roslyn.
Rosalind.
Rosalind.
No, I went to Hebrew Academy in Nassau County under Rabbi Fidel.
Okay. Yes.
And
Yes.
you?
I did not go to a yeshiva. I was not unfortunate.
You
My-
look great. You look like a Shiva Baka right
But
from the gate. You look
No.
So my
great. It's sorry, it's a lingo.
No, I
Bucker
understand.
means a student. Bucker means like a yeshiva student.
Right.
Um,
How many years ago did you convert?
well, he gave it away. He doesn't.
Well,
want me to tell.
well.
He's my
No,
lawyer.
it's all good.
I don't speak for myself. He's my lawyer.
I know.
It's okay. I'm his lawyer.
I converted to Judaism
Yeah.
Wonderful.
4 years ago, 5 years ago ish.
You were cussing.
I
Yeah.
That's what
yes.
I drew to you. I saw the avocado. I was like, "Where?" The rest
Yeah.
of it- Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm a musician. I know Jonathan Newell from Hudson River Brewhouse and The Strand. A big kind of undercurrent person here.
Sure.
And
Right.
I just stopped short when I saw you. It's wonderful.
Oh yeah, it's good to see
Beer and
you.
everything.
Thank
It's
you,
like
thank you.
Mishpacha.
Thank
Right.
you.
Means family.
Yeah.
I would like to trim it down a little bit, but even
No,
the wife
don't
likes
worry.
it. The wife likes it, so.
Outstanding.
I converted recently, but nobody believes me because
Well, he failed.
Nobody believes me. I come up from the
No,
most
I know.
rabbinical family in the
It's-
United States, and I don't have beer. Nobody believes me either.
You know,
Right.
people think it's a beer's a requirement. It's technically not. You're
No,
not
It's
required.
not. That's
It's not.
correct.
No,
It's
Right.
not halakha.
it's not a
You have
halakha.
to have that once you're married, and then, even then, unless you have kids. So,
That's,
under the Talmud,
wow.
Gemara, Mishnah, yes.
Right.
Because back in the day, only the big tzaddikim, the big rabbis had a
I
beard.
know it's
But
like,
all the but the students they were clean shaven.
they were.
That was the normal
I
routine.
like you, man.
But now when you go to the old hell, the Rebbe, everyone dresses like the Rebbe.
they do.
it's
White
like cosplay.
shirts, black
Right,
pants,
right,
white shit.
It's like
We're musicians. We have fun, right? I am too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good to see
I
you.
used to be a musician. I cut my fingers off on my
Well, you
lengthwise.
synced out like
Yeah,
cut in half there.
oh, yeah,
Great.
But at any rate, yeah, it's
You like it up here? You like
I live here because I can't stand New York. I live literally.
that's why I had him up here.
55 Main. I got the best musician's house on the planet. Jonathan Newell and I, Stranger, are great friends.
it's rough down there. Long Island, it's
It's
I'm
crazy.
in a 2-bedroom apartment, it's $3,000 a month.
Right.
It's
Where do you
killer.
live now?
Well,
I-
he's
I'm not longer in Roslyn, I'm in Mineola, a little south.
Where are you staying here?
I'm with him up the
around the
block.
corner, beach.
I'm on
I just
Main
doxed
Street,
myself.
Hudson Falls.
Okay, well,
I got
whatever.
associates on my doorpost. The only
Oh,
one in Hudson Falls.
Brooke,
My father is the only Orthodox rabbi in Hudson Falls.
did you go to
No,
him?
that's not the show. I'm not. I don't want to
You know,
get into
so
it.
I like
Yeah, I
it.
don't. I don't want.
Sorry, we're really speaking lingo here.
No. Well.
No, it's exciting. I'm just.
Well, we've got a guy on.
What type of music
Okay,
you
I'll
play?
talk about it.
Wait,
since we
hold
can-
on. I want to know I want to know more about you.
I do. You name it.
You name it, you play. Okay, you do covers and stuff.
Oh, are you crazy?
Kiss stuff.
do.
I like Kiss.
I love Kiss. Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Of
He's a
course.
yin, a
He's
member of the
big
tribe.
Guy. He's a big
Yeah.
Yiddish cup.
Yeah. He got a good brain on his
Come
head.
on, yeah. All right, we're speaking. Oh God, I gotta get Jonathan with you guys.
Yeah.
What a
Well,
chance
he's-
encounter.
He's got a wife in Brazil, and he's moving on the 9th. So I wanted to have him up here
My
before that. We
uncle,
Brazzle.
Maurice Lamb wrote Jewish Way of Love and Marriage, Jewish Way of Death and Mourning.
Oh.
I'm the who's who of American Judaism.
Oh, wow.
And it's an amazing thing to be Yiddish guy right here in my
Right.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's not it's not a lot. I told him that it's like it's not. Well, this is
I'm
fine
the real
bomb,
deal, brother.
but
It's a little rough around here. That you're not finding.
It's not rough. We find who we find.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got the cues. You know who's who. You speak the lingo. You know what's going on, and here we are.
I was at a barbecue early today and I stuck out like a sore thumb.
Oh my
I
God!
did
Don't get
too.
into
I
the
wore my
barbecue with
outfit.
them right now. We just told the story.
Katan. Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
have some Cincy too, brother. I know. I know how it is. And it's tough. My father would love to be here right now. My father and I felt like the loneliest Jews ever in Hudson Falls.
I know.
We've got the only minion
Right.
in Hudson Falls ever.
Wow, really?
The oldest, and we have from our owner down in Saratoga. We bring them to Saratoga. We actually bring the minion to the shores of Lake George. We're part of the minion.
Lake George, you probably get a lot more.
Of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
because you have more population.
You go to the bungalow
We
colony.
were
Right.
cohesive,
Right.
and we're ready to go. It's amazing how you spot one Jew from another. And
Right. People talk about where I'm from. People talk about the bungalow colony. I was asking William about that. There's a bungalow
I
colony
know there
somewhere.
is. The Rebbitzin, Rabbi Rebbitzin said it's an aspiration, not a realization yet. So we're working on it.
Okay.
But I know the Rebbitzin very well. I get my shmuna matzah every Pesach from Rabbi Kummer
Right.
down there. So,
Good. Yeah. Shawarma matzah is good.
oh, really great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only other two that I knew was Bob Israel in Saratoga, and
I
it's
don't
only
know.
it's only through the. He owns a lot of real estate out there.
I know there's a
Of
guy I
course.
know named Pinchas Shabbat. He owns most of real estate up here. He's a good friend of my father's.
Yeah,
He owns a lot of stuff here. He's a good man.
he owns the strip,
He
down
actually,
this
yeah,
way?
he does. And
Yeah.
the dollar store down there.
right? And he's
He's
gonna
a
buy
good friend
out
of my
Val's
father's.
on the corner. I
He
know.
came before Pesach and wondering where my father's car was. He called me saying, "Is your Abba there?" And I said, he went up to get, whatever for Pesach. And it was great. And,
Right.
we call each other.
Right.
We do things. We have to call each other, folks.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
Well, this is
rare.
the first time that we've done that. We've been doing it for a little while now, and this is like episode 13 since we renamed the show, and we got
Let me tell
rebranding.
these ladies to go ahead. We got to talk. I'll
Okay.
set them free.
Okay.
Let them go.
You come
I'll
back
be-
or?
I'm coming back.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
Wow, that's awesome.
I told you this is why we needed to do this out here and not in basically.
Oh, we're losing
you gotta
Tom.
use the bathroom. Okay.
All right.
Boom. All right.
We still got one guy in the room here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This one guy, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just enjoying the moment.
Yeah, we weren't expecting. Well, I mean, we kind of should have expected it. It's just
Right.
It's not to me. It's all right. It's just me and you. The only,
It's a nice place.
Right.
This is why we come here. Yeah.
This is gonna be the new show.
This could be the
It's gonna
short.
have to
Yeah,
be.
right.
It's the
Gentlemen,
How are
my
you?
friend Kelly. This is
Oh.
my neighbor.
Okay.
Hi. How are you?
What
are
Kelly,
you
she's my
interviewing
upstairs
people?
neighbor.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, we do a
They're
a
Mishpacha,
podcast
and it's
show.
family.
I'm sorry.
Sit down.
Oh,
She's my upstairs neighbor, an honored member of our family.
Yeah.
My father and I celebrate her birthday.
right.
She is Isha Chayil.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's time we'll put him over
We're gonna
there.
get you guys.
Oh no, we were
No,
already.
no,
getting-
I have
No, we're
Guinness.
fine.
I'm
I've
still
been
drinking.
buying all night.
Don't lie to me. Well, we're not tonight.
All right.
So, what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
we
have a
talk
podcast.
Judaism
Well,
podcast.
well, it's part of it. This is well, his side is more the Judaism thing. He's got a whole channel. He had like 500 subscribers like a year ago or something like that. And this,
My side of the podcast, I do the questions of Judaism. He does more like the
the political stuff,
political stuff.
more or less. So
Are you local?
I am. He's
I'm
not.
from Long Island.
You are?
Yeah,
Where are
yeah.
you from?
3 blocks down.
So, are you?
I'm. Yeah. I'm Jewish.
You are Jewish?
Ashkenazim. Yeah.
You are?
Yes. I only sort of just found that out, and I knew him through a mutual friend.
He wants me to
We just go
convert
through
him.
the- Well, we go through the process of that anyway.
He wants
But
me to help
that's
him
the
at
short
least.
version,
You
right?
want to be You want to be Judaism?
Yeah,
It's not just simply, in other religions, you just go, I believe, and you're done. Judaism,
We got the lovely lady got you a chair.
Judaism, you have to be put through the
I
test.
know.
So,
You do?
you just can't say you believe and then you're a Jew all of a sudden. You have
Yeah.
Right,
to, you have to.
right,
There's a little
Yeah.
bit to it.
Yeah. So Nick is my neighbor.
Yes,
Right.
yeah.
He's Jewish, so
Yeah, okay.
very Jewish.
He invited you out for a couple of drinks. He treats you.
We are family, or kind of we're not family. I shouldn't say that.
Close.
we're related because he's my neighbor downstairs.
Right,
I get you.
right. I got you.
But very close.
Right.
Yeah, good.
Good friends. Very, very good friends. And very interesting to be a part of his culture, and I like that,
Right.
Yeah.
so
Do you find it strange? Like you ever see like a mezuzah, like a thing on the door, yarmulke?
his dad, not so much with him, but maybe at certain times when they have to do it,
Right.
and so I see that
Right.
in them,
Yeah.
with the hat or the like you have. The Hebrew.
It's different. It appears not a Jew. We lost the camera.
Oh, the camera.
Did I really?
Nick,
But it's okay.
I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
As long as we got the microphone.
Ow, you pushed me.
I gotta get up anyway. I'll be right back.
Nick.
Ow.
We're making live history here.
I'm okay. Don't worry, guys. They dropped me, but I'm
Oh,
okay.
You're making all dizzy and like want to finish.
Oh, I'm so dizzy now, fellers. Oh, please stop shaking me.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, I was asking them because they got to see the camera. I can't see it.
That's
Oh,
good. Just leave it wherever you got to put it.
All right. Is
My
it?
cousin.
So what are you guys doing? You're like live streaming
better.
or just
We're
like
doing a podcast.
you are? So
Like-
if we
So
talk
what is the
about what we
subject of the
talk about,
I take questions about religion and God. He takes questions about politics. We take questions about everything.
Yeah, I'm just here for the ride. I'm the special guest.
you are? You're just here for it? What do you mean you're just here for the ride?
So these two are the co-hosts of the podcast, and then I'm just tagging along for the night.
Oh my gosh,
You're
so I
learning.
made a podcast.
You're
exactly.
learning.
I'm tempted, so
I
That's
know.
okay.
I know. Now we are at a podcast.
Like we were just discussing the concept of afterlife
Well, we
in
were
Judaism.
talking about our.
It is remarkable.
That it's not necessarily
The Gemara, the Mishnah discusses it differently.
right. Okay.
It's a remarkable thing. The Talmud says, of course, there's an afterlife. The Torah, however, says nothing about it.
Right.
So we have a great dichotomy about what afterlife means to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Because, of course, we have Muhammad, who originates from Islam.
Ishmael, right?
Okay. So, Mitzvah Hashem, we believe in Judaism that we have an afterlife. We pray that we do.
Right. Sure, it's part of the prayers.
Of course,
Messiah will come.
Davening
Right.
says,
We have Jerusalem
Kaddish.
again. We'll
Of
see
course,
God.
Shabbat, we have it. So we have that prayer that we apply to the afterlife, and then again, we cannot count it. Because it is not a part of our everyday life. We cannot say
Right.
that we are immortal beings because God says what is immortal and what is not.
Right.
We actually say during the prayers on Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur, it's called Yisker. We say prayers for the dead.
Prayers for the yes.
Right, Yisker. We say Yisker.
We also say Kaddish for
And
for
Kaddish,
our-
but Kaddish and Yisker are both the same. They say, thank you, God, for the sanctity of life. It's not a prayer for the dead. It is sanctity of life. It's saying, thank you, God, for leaving me alive and letting me celebrate the life of the people that are departed. And that's really what Kaddish is about.
Right, it is, right. There's nothing about death in the prayer.
Nope, not a thing.
Right.
I like you.
All right. So basically, to wrap it up, Judaism basically says that really what matters is being here, not in the sky in heaven.
That is correct.
It's not about the afterlife. We're here. We're saying a l'chaim. We're drinking.
L'chaim, that means shalai. Raise your drink.
L'chaim.
This is
L'chaim, that means shalai.
Okay.
Right. So that's what. Right. So that's why God tells us. That's why God gives us a holy book, because He wants us to live it, to breathe it here on earth.
He
Not
does
about
not
what happens
want us
afterwards.
to mourn the past.
Right.
He does not want us to be
Right.
repentant for deeds we haven't done. He wants us to live life and move forward. And l'chaim means literally the number 18. 18, I say it's a lucky number. We shy away from the lucky numbers, but 18 means to life.
To life.
To life. And
Living.
we say to life, it means literally we don't toast our departed. We don't toast our departed being. We say to life, and life means much more than the departed theme. It means to like means to cheese.
Oh my God, did not
We're
get
gonna
off
kill your
Oh my God.
brother.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
God, we're like,
Ow!
Sorry.
Ow!
That's okay.
Ow!
My
Ow!
fault.
Ow. Woo.
I don't
Oh my
have
God,
health
oh,
insurance.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, you look good.
So for those that missed it, Will just
Will.
knocked over the camera.
Will save me. Will, it hurts.
I'll show you unless you're gonna kill me. But okay.
It's so great. It's so great. What's your name, by the
Well,
way?
this
You
is
said you
Nachum
eat
Moshe ben Aaron.
No,
Nachman
this-
Ben.
this
Get your
is
hands
so
up.
Just your first name. What's your first name? I'm drinking.
What? I
I'm
don't
drinking.
want
I'm never gonna remember it. I'm gone.
Nachum Moshe
No, thank you.
ben Aaron. Yes, sir, please.
This is
Yes,
a
Very-
very
And we
Jewish.
met. Yes, I am. And I'm proud of
We
it.
are like, I know, and I tried to do the
Right.
with you. He's just my neighbor. It's all he is.
You got to get the camera up a little higher.
I gotta get it up higher.
It's only my neighbor.
Please get the camera
But
up
I
higher.
love it.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I know. I
Looking
think-
at this area
Yeah.
right now.
Hello. Did
Oh,
we
thank
not do this?
Why,
this
hi.
is amazing, Kelly.
That's
Hi.
good.
So I've got
Thank
names,
you.
right?
I love
I've got
you.
Yiddish cups. I've
Oh,
got
gosh,
an
please
amazing
don't move me
podcast.
anymore.
All in my neighborhood.
I
Give
know.
it a moment,
I
I'll do a
like.
little commentary.
I love him and the Jewish stupid shit that you do.
I love it.
Spoken by a true guy. Come on, go.
I'm just
I love
saying,
you.
he is so really true to your religion. Everything.
Yeah.
No, I know. You are so good at everything, and it's like,
You want me to move that?
oh
No,
my
it's okay.
God, oh my God.
You guys
It's
can
like,
jump into this as well. It's amazing.
I
Because what
know.
God is Goyish and Main Street versus
I know.
Orthodox Main
Right.
Street.
And he's
how the
awesome.
message
He's the
is
best person.
But that's what Judaism about.
It
It's
is.
to making
I'm totally
taking
with you.
something like a bar where normally
And
people
we
just
are-
drink,
and I walk
get
in.
drunk, but here we're having. I'm
A
not just doing a mitzvah.
Not just
We're
two
bringing
Jews. Two Jews didn't walk into a bar. 3 did.
3, 4, the whole town. Why not?
And I know more. Jonathan Newell is very enthusiastic about something law. We actually talk about Eastern Strand Theater. We actually sit at the coffee shop at Dunkin' Donuts
Dunkin',
and
okay.
actually talk about Gemara.
Wow.
Believe it or not. Jonathan is enthusiastic.
And where
about
do you
Gemara.
live? Here in the village?
No,
No,
I'm
he's
in
from
Long
the-
Island.
Oh, you
Long
are?
Island.
So you just came here and
Straight
I came
chicks
to
and
visit this
straight
guy.
men.
We're gonna have barbecue kosher all night. A couple streets up.
Beach Street.
oh,
I
Beach
know,
Street.
it's
Oh, we're
right
right
on the
across
side.
the street.
I'm in Main Street and Beach Street.
Oh, we're
Okay.
right.
Oh,
We're
okay.
literally
We are
across the
right
street
across
from
the
you.
I wonder, can anyone hear me right now?
Yeah, we
Hey.
can hear you there.
Oh, okay.
What's up? You got a question?
No, I was just curious.
How many Jews?
Oh, okay.
I want to hear a question. I want somebody to ask me.
The lovely lady here wants to be asked the
Ask
question.
me a question. I don't know
Miss
much
Karen.
about this.
The camera's right there.
Oh yeah.
You got to come into the camera view to say.
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
What are they asking though?
They want to know if the dumpster's on. No, it is
What?
no, it is a dumpster fire. Don't worry about it.
The
This is
Shiksa is
going.
Dumpster
badass.
fire?
No, the Shiksa is badass.
This is like the best show we had. This
I
is
know
good.
so far.
The
I told you.
Shiksa is badass.
Someone has to tell everyone what shiksa means. Then I'm gonna.
What
I
is
don't
she?
know.
Is a non-Jewish woman who marries a Jewish guy. Now, she is not a Shiksa because she's just my neighbor. And she's
Oh
a
yes,
badass
we're just
bitch.
yeah.
Platonic.
Totally.
Platonic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, platonic.
Yeah,
I would officiate the wedding.
No, you can't. I could get a
Nick, we
kibbutz
can
like
get married.
that. I need that. No, we're friends. We're neighbors.
I know, we are
I'm
neighbors.
joking. Yeah,
No,
Respect
but
each
you know
other's
what?
space. Yeah,
It's
we're not
so
involved at all.
crazy that I brought my neighbor here, and he's a Jewish
It
member,
was a
Right.
chance.
and you guys.
And what are you particular? What faith are you?
God.
What did you
Oh,
forget?
seriously?
You forgot what God you believe
I
in.
know. No, my God.
Baptist,
Don't
Catholic.
tell
I
me.
don't
You're in the-
practice
you're in
my
a short
religion,
against the
but
water.
I'm a Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic.
Right.
So I don't practice.
You
my
know the.
I was born
I-
Irish
Yarmulke,
Catholic.
Kelly.
I
Right.
don't
I'm
practice
good on my
my
podcast.
religion.
No, the Pope was the yarmulke.
So I don't, and I'm sorry.
What do you mean by you don't practice Roman Catholicism?
I don't.
You don't take
You're
sacraments?
born
No.
Roman Catholic and then
No.
apatheism. This is what I'm talking
No.
about.
People don't-
No,
Right.
I have
No, we
never.
need
You just live your life the best you
It's
can.
not a full practicing
Um,
religion. It is identified with the faith
Right.
that
Yes.
I do not
Okay.
practice.
And you know
Right.
what?
And that's
Sometimes
something-
I wish I could do
Is that
better.
something-
Today, I get
we
it.
were trying to figure out if I coined that or if I heard that from another guy. Is apathyism a thing, or is it? Does
It
it just,
is. Apathy is
Is it-
a thing. I totally agree with you.
What do you
That
mean by
We,
apathy? See, when he says that, I don't.
Apathy
you
means-
identify with the faith. You don't really practice it. You identify with
Oh.
it because perhaps your parents.
Yeah, my
identified with
parent.
it.
No, I'm a Roman Catholic. I
Well-
don't go to church every week, and I
So
don't
can I
practice.
talk to the landlords about evicting you because you're not?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
Oh God,
I'm just-
no.
Right.
You hear that? Oh God.
I know.
Oh, God,
You're a
no.
sweetheart.
Rook is shit.
But the fact is that
Um,
these gentlemen are here remarkably enough.
I really like this.
I do too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
I
is
think this is
amazing.
awesome.
I keep trying to tell him.
I don't mean
up
to
here.
point my
Well,
finger at you.
Kelly and I
I'm
are-
not
Yeah,
pointing my
forget
finger
about
at you
That's
anymore.
okay. That's okay. You can
Yeah.
point your finger.
Guys,
I
we
think
are. Kelly and
this
I
is
are a
cool.
great example
Right.
of how two could be imposingly.
No, we're never gonna be.
No, we're not going to impose,
No.
but
Right.
what we could be diametrically opposed religions, and we live upstairs, downstairs. We're the best of friends.
Catholicism is not that too much different than Judaism. We have a lot of guilt just as much. You have a lot
We
of
have-
guilt,
oh,
self-loathing. We like to complain a lot. I like to
Okay.
complain.
Very upset.
Catholics like to
I
complain.
really
She
have
likes
to
the
say,
way
I
they
will
say
say this.
it.
I will say this to you.
All right. Yes.
I will say this
Yes.
to you. Everybody's guilty and sins so bad in our life.
All right.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Right.
Whatever you do,
Sure.
He wins.
Okay.
I thought he was.
But Kelly,
But,
I thought you were sexy.
no.
You were a chick, so it's
no.
All right.
Oh
I have a really
my
good Catholic joke. You want to hear a
Oh
good
my
Catholic
God!
joke?
I would
Another
love
one of
it.
these.
You
jokes.
wanna
I'm
hear a good
taking it
Catholic
off. I can't.
All right.
I want to see this podcast.
So
He's so
there's a guy with his friend, right?
Right.
And his friend he goes, I committed adultery.
Right.
I got to go to the Father to absolve me of my sin. I got to confess my sin. The friend goes, go see what the Father can do to you, the priest. So he goes in, he tells the priest, forgive me of my sin. The priest says, what did you do? I committed adultery. Tell me the woman's name and I'll forgive you. I swore to secrecy. Tell me, was it Mary that lives on Main Street? No, secrecy. Was it Jennifer on Beach Street? No, secrecy. Get out. You don't want to confess your sins. Get out. So the friend goes, what happened? Did you get forgiven? He says, I wasn't forgiven, but I have two good leads.
Oh God! He tells every time.
I'm listening.
That's the
Good.
joke.
I
No,
like
I
that
know,
one.
I got it.
it's not good.
Oh,
All
my
right, all
God.
right.
Nobody
It was
thinks
good.
you're funny.
I thought it was funny.
Listen,
Okay.
No, I
Don't
love
leave.
it.
I'm
I'm not-
back.
I'm not- Most
I'm
Jews
not
are
giving
funny,
up.
not me.
I'm
He's
the
not giving up.
I'm the stand.
Most Jews are funny,
Leave it-
but not me.
No, not funny. No.
Well, that's a good joke. Most people laugh. at
He
it.
thinks
is a
all
good
his
joke.
jokes are
It's
funny.
a-
He tells his
the
cheesy
only
dad
reason
jokes
why I
every
laugh
episode.
Is
I've
this
heard-
your dad?
No, he's not.
he's saying
he
I
looks
talk
old
like my
enough to
dad.
be my dad. I mean, look at this gray hair. Isn't it cute? But he's not. My dad's a liberal.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
It doesn't
but-
matter who we are or what we do.
Oh no.
It just matters who we
We
love
do
and
have
what
people-
love
we do have
and what
people-
we do.
Okay, so never.
We have
mind.
people
To
talking
the point
to
that
us.
Friedman was saying here, I feel like we don't see enough of like people coming together nowadays from
Right,
like,
right, right.
different backgrounds.
Well, that was the whole
different
point of this
faiths.
thing. The whole thing, well, when we set it up originally, it was like the internet version of like what we're doing now here physically at a bar. We have a couple of drinks. We talk about Judaism. We talk about politics, whatever is going on, and then we have people like come into the room. Like we've actually got one guy in here. His user handle is this one guy actually, and we just sort of just talk about stuff. It's not like nobody's
Just
grilling.
talking,
Nobody's
yeah.
grilling anybody. There's no,
No,
inquisition.
no.
It's just a whole thing where it's
We're
just
having
somebody comes in,
fun.
we
You
have a
know, and
conversation.
it makes you feel good to let things go or certain things you do.
Right. It's
So
just nice
it
to have a
makes
conversation
you feel
with somebody.
good. It doesn't matter who you are or what you do.
Right.
It makes you feel good. So if there's something that is bothering you,
Right.
let it out. No matter who you are, let it out.
Right.
And
Good,
it's going to
very
be good.
Of course.
Let it
It's
out.
all good. It's
Let
all
it
good.
out.
Even when things are going bad, it's
Let
good.
it out.
It's everything's good.
Yep.
Baruch Hashem. God is
Let
good.
it out. That's all I'm saying. That's what I do.
I could take another one. I mean, this kind of got warm. Can I get a refill?
Yeah, I'll give you a new one.
Get a new one. Yes.
But you know what? You just have to let it out. Let it all out. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
if something's bothering you, doesn't matter who you are or what you do.
Well, what we do here, we have connections to
What
a
do
lot of different people. We have, we actually have a clinical psychologist that we have. He's, what is he? He's some kind of Christian, remember?
Oh, on the show?
The Messenger Reveals.
We have people that do all sorts of different things. Yeah. What do you do for a living? What is your?
I work in a warehouse.
Okay.
Everyone here works in a warehouse.
No, I'm good. I'm tapped out.
Yeah, sure.
Why? Why is it go, yeah. Why did you say
Rabbi,
that?
Yes. I like Guinness.
you.
No, I'm good.
You.
I gotta drive later.
No, I'm good, Nick. No, I'm good.
Everyone here works in a factory.
I work. I work. At a
He
factory.
works at a factory. He works at a factory.
We're live, so I'm trying not to like dox myself, even though I've done probably 2 or 3 times.
Right.
People know where I live now or whatever.
Right.
We don't. No one needs to know that.
No. I'm trying to keep it quiet. I make lawn furniture. Just say that.
He makes lawn furniture. Yeah.
I'm the
I tell him to quit. He won't do it.
No, I am trying to quit. The sewage treatment plant
No,
looks good.
why would you quit?
It's awful. It's oppressive. They hate Jews.
You don't even
That's
have
the
to.
show.
No one needs to know that.
No one
No, they
does.
came out. They spread the whole thing around the factory like wildfire. Oh, that's awful. Why doesn't he have to work on Saturday?
He's Jewish, but so you can't work on Saturday.
They work 6 days a week, 12-hour days.
Yeah.
So they all want to know why I don't work on
So
Saturday.
you know what? I'm like,
It's a show.
okay, I'm gonna do that because I have to work every Saturday.
No, there was this
Yeah.
really bad
Come out as a
rabid
Jew.
anti-Semite that I
I'll
had to
convert
deal
you.
with.
Want to convert?
I'm just saying.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, whatever. It's your religion. That's what has to
Right,
happen.
it's, you know.
I don't know. You're doing a pretty good job of converting me tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I
when
mean, everything you're saying
not,
makes a whole lot
you
of
know,
sense.
as long as you fulfill that.
And he's actually on camera now too. Why didn't we bring the chair over earlier? That's wonderful.
Well,
But as long as you
I think
fulfill
our
what's
thinking
going on,
originally was that I was going to
you
be in the
don't
way.
just do it like you say. Oh God, I can't work Saturday because I'm doing this.
Admittedly, and I've said this before, that's how it started. But then it became something else.
Because
and
if
that's the-
I was
and that's the
you,
truth. That's
I
the-
would not do that.
That's the truth of the matter. Is how it happened. I'm not gonna lie about it. That's how it started. And then John started hanging out. I started watching his Torah studies.
Oh,
Studies. He
wow.
invited me. It's the Thursday Torah study group on Facebook. That's for everyone watching on the outside broadcast. That's the Idol Smasher,
Right.
Rabbi Asher,
Rabbi Asher Mazer,
and who's the other one? There's another.
and Idol Smasher. Those are the two.
Oh, there's only 2.
Right.
Okay, so this. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been left in charge of the bar for tonight.
Oh,
This
jeez.
lady gets back straight to it.
Oh boy.
I am not authorized to give you drinks or anything.
Do you need one before I go?
Can I get help?
So?
Hey guys, we got a question for you.
Oh, when is this
Wait,
place closed?
you
We
gotta-
forgot to ask.
Yeah, we got a question. So how is Kosher Cheers going?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got a question from the audience. What's the question?
So how's Kosher Cheers going?
Oh God. Go ahead, man.
How is Kosher Cheers? Cheers, the kosher version.
That was what?
Kosher
They're calling
Cheers.
us Kosher Cheers, the TV show Cheers.
Yeah.
Very interesting because cheers means along with food.
Right.
Unless they're not an extra, you cannot give them.
Yeah. So it's going well. The answer to your question, everything's going well. Everyone's fun.
Right. It's a nice
Everyone's
live
fine.
show.
It
I
is
mean,
like Cheers.
It did turn into this though. This is what we wanted originally, but all we
Right.
could do was use Hangouts. Now we have actual people on the street.
Yeah.
That's
And you're having fun. You look like you're about to. I don't even know your name, Miss.
I don't know what I'm about to say, but
What's your first? By the way, what's your first
what
name?
I'm about to say about this whole thing. I might
happened?
say something negative. You might not want to hear it.
Here, let's hear it. Let's
yeah,
hear it.
go for it. We're not hateful people. We can hear it.
I know you're not hateful people.
Just go for it.
But don't you be hateful. You're saying you're gonna be something
Listen.
negative.
You're
No, I'm
intoxicated.
just
it can't be
saying.
held against you. Just go ahead and let it all out.
I am intoxicated.
A little-
You
this is
sound a
smidge.
little,
All right, I'm not saying a word then.
all right.
You should.
Okay.
Whoops.
Okay.
You just shot yourself in the
You have a
foot
good
there,
question.
bud.
I do. I have an excellent question. So what we have is Judaism is a religion governed with laws.
Right.
What we have is what happens if there's a conflict of laws. What we have is you're supposed to have the Passover Seder, the most extenuating circumstance that you have to observe Passover Seder. You have to do it at all costs. What happens if there's a glitch? What do? A glitch, like the matzah, is bought from a store, not watched over a high degree of ovens. What do we have when we have a glitch?
Oh.
What is the exception to the rule?
Okay, there is
And
an
are
actual
Jews
question
really
that was missed
flexible?
earlier.
Can they be? Let's find out. This man's going to tell us.
That's a really above my pay grade, to be honest with you. That's a good question. I don't exactly know. You're saying that there's something, if you have to have a Seder and there's something in
Well,
correct?
the Jewish law says you have to have a Seder, but it also says that you can have extenuating circumstances. Jewish
Right.
law can be flexible. It's a remarkable thing with regard to how Jewish law can be strict, and
Strict,
again,
Right.
and then again,
Right.
flexible.
You have this conflict of two thoughts. You have Rabbi Shammai, who's a very hardliner. He's very strict.
We got a
And Rabbi
question.
Hillel the
I don't know
elder,
if you can hear me.
very lenient and
Question
always
is,
considerate to the
from
situation.
Abar Raham.
Right.
And so there's
Well,
always
we have
And it's about Exodus. What color was their skin? Like
usually
Moses, blonde hair,
at
blue
the end of the
eyes,
day we
like
follow Hillel.
Charlton Heston.
Correct. And why
I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but
Hillel is the most lenient,
Right.
meaning that in the most orthodoxy of the
Like for
most
instance
stringent-
about biking matzah, for example.
Correct.
The most strictest is that you watch it for 18 minutes to cook matzah.
Correct.
The most lenient, I think, is 42 minutes, 48 minutes. Did I get it wrong?
They got it. That's right.
Okay.
And what happens is that when we watch matzah, the reason is to be the most compliant. We have to be the most observant.
Right.
However, there are circumstances whereby you can be less observant.
Right.
And the reason that you can be less observant is to observe the letter of the law.
Right. Yes. No, absolutely. Very strict. We do have a question from this one guy. What's the question?
And we have another question coming
Yeah.
in from Abdul Rahman.
yeah, the question was.
He has to re-ask it because we didn't actually see it in chat.
Hey, how did
Yeah.
I know there would be a Jewish freaking
Yeah,
Well,
I
what's
got
the
it.
question? Come
The
in.
question is the color. What was the color, skin color of the Jews coming out of Exodus? Was their skin?
Oh,
brown and
okay.
white?
This is such a nonsense.
I don't know.
Oh, they're
Do you want to ask?
So people want to know what color were the original Israelites?
That's a very interesting question.
Right.
My cousin,
That's a question.
Hananya Bloomer.
Okay.
Okay.
Hananya, by the way, Hananya Bloomer is a Rav appointed by the Knesset.
Okay.
Hananya Bloomer. You can look it up online. He actually is a rabbi for Ethiopian Jews.
Okay. Oh, he
We
lives
were
in
talking
Ethiopia?
about this earlier as we were
Well,
walking past.
Hananya Bloomer is my cousin.
Right.
We talked.
But Ethiopian Jews are Semitic in origin.
It is not
They're-
relevant.
They're correct. They're connected to
It is, but
Israelites.
it's not relevant.
Right.
My cousin Hananya ben Rav Chas Eliezer, Rav Shmuel, my uncle. Here, show them this.
We're answering the question for those who are listening.
We are very importantly.
Oh, jeez, just be careful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
What's your
I
fir-
know.
it's
what's your
not-
first name, by the way? I didn't get the lady's first name.
My name's
Hannah.
Hannah, that's her
Uh-huh.
name.
That's
Fair
a Jewish
enough.
name.
No,
It is a Jewish name.
yeah,
A
it's,
Hebrew name.
we're protecting the identities of all persons.
Oh,
involved,
okay, okay,
In
okay.
the case of the, in
I'm
case
giving you a
of the
picture
accused,
right now that is amazing.
Okay, so the ruling is
my cousin, Rabbi Hananya Bloomer,
okay.
has halacha on this because he's very strong about what it means to be from.
What it means to be
What does
from.
it mean to be from? From means, you
Observant.
right.
Yeah, you have to be from.
Right.
And being from means be true to yourself
Ooh, another good question.
and true to Yiddishkeit.
Right.
Did the
Well,
Well,
Abraham
the Torah
know the name
teaches. I mean, the
Yahweh?
Torah teaches us that there was a mixed multitude that came out of Egypt. There was,
Absolutely.
there was
and
a
there
multitudes
was a
of
mixed
different.
multitude.
Right.
We sing that in Pesach Seder.
See that right.
That we do not have any retort. We do not have any issues against the multitude that went out for Pesach.
Right.
Pesach, of course, means sacrifice.
Right.
It does not mean, Passover. Pesach means sacrifice.
Mhm.
And sacrifice was meant by all the people of Israel, which were meant by the multitude.
Right. So everyone came out of Egypt. Anyone who was freed from slavery.
And by
God
the
frees
way,
everyone from slavery.
Correct. And it was not meant that you didn't have to be Jewish to come out of Eretz Mitzrayim.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
You
asking,
did not.
Okay, what's the question?
Abder's asking the same question he asks every week. Are we going to answer for
Yeah,
like
that's
the
what's
100th time?
yeah. What's the question?
Let's
Just read it out.
Well, I'm not gonna
Did
say it 'cause-
Abraham know the name of Yud K Vav K? Did
Yes, he
Abraham knew the same name of God that
He had
Moses
to.
knew?
I'm going to close out our tab. Is that all right? Is everybody done drinking, or do you
Yeah,
want to make
yeah,
it
I'm
open?
good.
All right, I'm going to close out our tab, then I'll be right back.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Sit down. Don't be so autistic.
I'm not. I'm going to get one of these. I think it'll work.
Settle down.
All right, I'm going
Okay,
to
so
get I won't
you
close
came
the tab.
okay?
Did Abraham know Yud K Vav K?
I believe he did.
All right.
And I'll tell you why. There's a Gemara that says that that at the time in Vayera Chafet, my bar mitzvah parsha, by the way,
Right. Okay.
they came
Ah.
out.
Wait, what's your bar mitzvah parsha?
Vayera Chafet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Vayera Chafet. The Akedah. That was
The
my
Akedah,
bar
yeah.
mitzvah
Wow.
parsha. And I know this.
You got it, yeah.
Lots of barrel, and what it comes to is that sacrifice is not a measure of a physical sacrifice. It's meant spiritually. We have, and by the way, Rabbi, we have a situation where we have a sacrifice where a father has to sacrifice a son, where Judaism could be sacrificed itself, where we have an imminent situation where the entire faith could be sacrificed in its own right.
Come sit here in the big chair. Come sit with me.
Come
on, now you gotta get on camera.
chair.
Come
I gotta
on.
get something
Come
else.
on.
I'll be right there.
All right. He said I'm setting up the show for everyone. So our good esteemed colleague says he did know him. I was on the opinion last week that Abraham did not know the same name of God.
I'm staying with you. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
here
no
with
one's
you.
leaving anywhere. We're
I'm
still
not
here.
going. KK's here.
No one's going nowhere.
Kelly's right here with you. I'm not leaving you.
So Abraham knew God of a God of love and kindness. That was what Abraham knew God is, and that's how I view it as. I think Abraham personally knew God differently than we did, and I think they all did. I think even Moses knew God differently than we do, because we live in a different time. We live in a different era. We don't see things as what they did. They saw miracles happen.
No.
They saw the ocean
Come on,
split in
buddy,
half.
I
Oh,
will
the
get you a
camera
beer. I will
again.
get you a beer. Sit down.
Bring the
Sit
camera
down.
over here. Let me
Sit
get that
down.
camera.
You are like-
Let me see this camera. Let me get the whole.
Worst guy in the
Come
world.
on, buddy. Sit down.
Let's get this camera.
Oh no, crap! What's going on?
You're gonna put it on the
Come
laptop?
here. No, you are my one.
I've never been on a Bima in 20 years.
Who cares? You're talking more truth than anybody's ever told.
I haven't been on a Bima in 20 years.
Who cares?
Here we are.
You know.
I'm on a Bima.
You know what you're talking about.
Oh wow! But it's just you now. Now we can't get everyone here.
That's all right. Don't bet. Oh, what do you want?
Oh, like that.
Oh, what happened? Uh-oh.
My name is Nachum Moshe ben Pinchas Eliezer Friedman.
And
I am
saying-
actually the son of Rabbi Friedman, the nephew of Rabbi.
Nick, you're up.
I know Rabbi.
Think about it, mate.
I know, but it's terrible.
My good friend here. It's like I feel like I've known him my whole life, and now we. Oh, thank you so much for the paper. I spilled the.
My uncle is Rabbi Moshe Lem. He wrote the books of The Jewish Way of Love and Marriage, The Jewish Way
Big
of
time
Death
author.
and
Huh?
Mourning.
Yeah.
My aunt is Aunt Shirley Lamb, founder of the National Institute of Jewish Hospice. We met here at happenstance in a bar in Hudson Falls, New York, where I live.
Amen. Yes.
And it's a remarkable experience that I'm enjoying very much. We
No,
are
but I like to hear
enjoying our Yiddishkeit.
I would like to know your opinion on that. Did the patriarchs know God The same way Moshe knew God, the same way we know God.
Well, it is an interesting question. Moshe Rabbeinu was said to know God beyond
Pay to
any.
pay.
Yeah, pay to pay, face to face. That is correct. However, we have Abraham, who knew God,
Right? Yeah.
and Abraham knew God. Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, the three patriarchs. They're amazing. I have a lot of insight because my uncles, all of them, and in Eretz Yisrael now. Don't worry about the camera. You can see me.
Yeah,
I'm here.
just do the interview.
Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and we know the patriarchs, and I know the facts that there is an affinity. There is an undeniable connection. They're almost friends. And they
Abraham is called a friend of God.
he is a friend of God.
Right.
And we have to know that
Very unique. No one
Correct.
else is called a friend of God.
no one else was. And in
Right.
fact, we have to realize that friend doesn't mean friend in the first place. It means friends carrying through generations and generations. If we
Right.
read the Haggadah, we know one thing. I have to look around the microphone, but we know one thing.
Right.
We know
Oh my
that,
God.
that
That's
Hashem
my voice. Do not touch my voice. Sorry.
is universal. There is no question. Hashem doesn't play favorites. Yiddishkeit means Yiddishkeit, and we're here. There's no question.
Right.
And the happenstance that we came to today was
Brought on by the Lord Himself.
unbelievable.
Unreal.
In Hudson Falls, New York,
Miracle.
there we are.
Miracle to
Two Talmud
Talmud Hachams. Yeah.
Chachamim.
Yeah.
They came to be together in the most unremarkable place you can imagine.
I went
You
from
got
Long Island, right?
Both from Long Island. Yeah, I grew up in East Northport.
Northport. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Of course, that's
I
very
can't
Jewish.
believe it.
over there,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to sleep this off later, but we're on recording, so it's
Yeah,
great.
right,
My aunt Shirley, my uncle Moish.
Right.
Hello, how are you? My cousin David, the IT.
David.
No, I'm saving David.
Can you?
David. He's the IT professional down at Hoftier. Half towns in Rockaway. You're my buddy, David. I love you. He's my cousin.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
traveled to the Grand Canyon. We did.
Oh yeah, how was the Grand Canyon? Grand Canyon.
It's a big hole in the ground, but we
Yeah,
loved it.
yeah,
Listen to
okay.
the Eagles. David is a great guy, and I know you know it, David. I know you do. But here we are, live streaming and enjoying this in Hudson Falls. And surely you're gonna hate me.
And
But
I'm
I
his
take care of you.
neighbor.
And I love your little
I'm
brother.
his neighbor.
But surely
We're all
Ashley,
neighbors.
thank
And
you.
I keep an eye on him.
All right. Yeah, make sure keep this guy safe for me.
Oh,
All
I
right.
do. Are you kidding me?
But Hashem's been doing a pretty good job. This
Oh
whole
my
time.
God, it's so crazy. I love it.
My
Trilogy.
cousin Hananya, by the way, he is a great man. He is appointed by the Knesset
Yeah. Tell us a little
for
bit.
Yemenite Jews. He is appointed by the Knesset. Care of them. He is.
Yemenite Jews are like nothing.
They're
left.
amazing.
There's nothing left of the community.
I know, but he's really fostering them. He is the man
Keep it
behind
going.
it. My cousin's name is Rabbi Hananya Bloomer. He's a great man.
I heard of Rabbi.
Rabbi Bloomer is my cousin. Here, I'll show you. Yeah.
He's from with Chabad or
No,
with the
he's
organization.
Chabad.
He's
I
my
love
neighbor,
Chabad
by
rabbis.
the way.
I know a Chabad
He's
rabbi
my
has
neighbor, by the way.
last name Bloomer, but you're saying he's not Chabad.
No, he's not Chabad. Rabbi Bloomer is my mother's maiden name.
Okay.
I'll show you. You're gonna love this.
We have to keep in touch. I have to give you my phone number.
Please do. I'll give you mine.
Let me
So
see.
what do
Oh,
you guys are live streaming from where?
right here in the
why
right here in the pub.
because when I get home.
Oh,
We're live streaming right here in the pub.
Yeah, we're here in the pub. It's Yiddishkeit in the pub.
It goes to all over. Everyone's watching all over the world.
okay. All right.
So what do you want to say?
Yeah, so it's,
No, I think
comes
it's great.
through YouTube and Facebook, right?
YouTube, Facebook, yeah.
I
what do you want to say?
I just think it's great to hear a different perspective, and I love to hear
That
it.
there's somebody in this community that's really Jewish.
It's actually amazing.
He's
Yes.
totally
Orthodox.
That's
Amazing.
awesome.
That-
Yeah.
Jewish. But
I'm
that
proud of
was
that.
I'm
I'm
so-
so
I'm
proud.
glad. I
Yeah.
felt a little lonely this week.
I did too.
You know, with Shabbos, I'm usually with the
Shabbos
community.
and Yom Tov, I
Do
did
you
too.
live here in this community?
No, I'm only visiting a friend, but I'm moving to Brazil.
Oh, okay. So
They need Jews down there.
I'm so sorry.
No,
For
Brazil.
me, not for you.
Uh,
No, it's sad. I'm so sad.
Brazil has a big
You.
Jewish population. There's a lot of Jews down there.
So you came here and you did this for what reason?
To be with my friend William that was here.
And then they
Your
And,
friend
and, then, and
Nachum.
God brought me here to meet
he's
you.
my
Nachum.
neighbor.
Nachman.
Nachum.
Sorry, I'm a little drunk.
It's all right. So am I.
Anything. Like Hanukkah.
Two Jews get
It's not
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
You gotta. I'm not used to Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
Seriously, you're a Jew.
He's a Jew. He's one of mine.
No, I'm just saying you
I should-
cannot say Hanukkah. You have to say
Hanukkah.
Yeah.
I've been teaching this for 5 years.
I get a lot of people where I'm from. Where's the Chanukah candles? What are these people?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
We are
This
Jews
guy
and proud in Hudson Falls,
right
New
here.
York.
I will say to myself and my friends, you are a true Jewish person.
Damn right I am.
So what?
I don't know any other true Jewish people more than you. Nick.
Thank you. That's a big honor that you
So
say
what
that.
would be your opinion about what it means to be a true Jew? What does that mean to you? When you say that he's a real Yid, he's a
What
real
does that
Jew.
mean?
Oh, I've seen it all with him.
What does that mean?
I'm
They're not
Roman
true Jews.
Catholic.
What does that mean?
I've seen your beliefs and everything you do.
He lives it, you're saying.
Every Jewish holiday, you and your dad bring up whatever your Rosh Hashanah, your whatever. You guys do all that.
Shani, Kippur.
Yom Kippur, whatever.
Yep.
You know
You
what?
live it. You breathe it.
They
Yeah,
do,
darn right.
and they do,
Yeah.
and they do it.
And we're proud of it.
Yeah,
And we're known for it.
yeah.
And they're the people I don't.
I've been actually, you know what, my little bit of my sad story is that I've been having a little bit problem with the rabbi about having official beers. It's the pipers, they don't want to give the star.
I
They don't
know.
want to, they don't, you know what the
You
rabbi
got
tells
friends
me?
Here, buddy.
The rabbi says the opposite of that, what you say to him. They say, I don't really believe. It's an act from me.
No.
Where do you go? Where's your rabbi?
He's in La La Land.
Well,
Right.
this is
That's what I'm saying.
this is my guy, my neighbor.
I know.
You
That's
who
what I'm
attests to my
saying.
Yiddishkeit.
I need
Where
you
are
to
you
come
doing?
down to Long Island and let them know about this.
No, you got to believe in what
Right,
you believe
right,
in.
amen.
And this guy believes in everything, and
He's a-
his father believes in everything, and they're
Yeah.
like so true and ritual to everything they
Right.
believe in. So if you are a real Jewish person or whatever, I hate to say the word, you will believe
Right.
what you have to believe in.
Amen.
So,
Absolutely.
and I'm a
Yeah,
Roman
that's
Catholic,
Paul,
and I
brother.
don't even practice my religion, but
We do.
I know, and I'm with a person that's from Brooklyn, New York, and I see this stuff, and I'm like, this is true shit. You know, you
Rock
believe
on,
in it.
Kelly.
You believe in it. You believe in
Thank
it.
you, thank you, thank you.
Don't ever not believe in it
Thank you, amen, right.
because you believe in it, and
Thank
that's
you.
the most
That's a
important
best
thing in
blessing
the
you can give
world.
me. It's a very good
Exactly,
blessing.
right?
Are you
Thank you, that's a very
Yeah,
good blessing.
Chazon.
You believe in
Thank
it.
you, amen.
He believes in everything he does, and his father. They believe in everything.
He's a good-looking guy.
Oh
He's
my
got a
God.
good head on his shoulders.
I'm a Roman Catholic. He lives down below me. So we have
He's
these.
a good guy.
Did you
yeah.
figure out the camera situation? Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
thank
So
you.
Oh, I'm
we
sorry for
have
interrupting
these
you. No, no, no.
states in our life
You have
that are so totally different, but so totally
we got
true.
another guy.
Right, Nick?
He knows
They're
all the
so
guys you know.
totally true.
They are.
He knows the
Kelly.
raging atheists too.
We're the best neighbors
Really
ever.
weird.
I know, I love you.
This is what
Bring
Hashem
him in.
wanted.
No,
What are we
this is
saying
my
again?
I love you, bud. We're
I
going
love you too. I know, but let's go home. Hashem wanted this.
Oh yeah, yeah. of
Here.
course.
And,
No,
That's
our
one-
that's
faiths
one-
are so totally different
This is
in
why
a
I-
way,
this is
but
why I
not
believe in
really
God.
in a way though. If you think about it, we're not totally different.
This is why I believe in God.
Come back and spend Shabbos with me.
Amen, amen. We'll.
I'll give him my number. I got a card.
But if you
Okay,
think
yeah.
about it, we're not
This,
different
this is why I believe in God because
in
I
any
know
way.
I know that God is leading me to where I need to be. I thought I came here just to see my friend Will. Look what happened. There's
But
a
when you
reason for
think
it.
about it, our faith
When you
in
dance
stuff
with the
is not,
Sepultura.
our faith is not different
I
in
will
any
come.
way.
I was thinking about coming back for Yom Kippur. That's in October this year.
Oh
You come
my
back and
God.
stay
Then
at
we're
my
gonna
house.
eat whitefish.
Amen.
We have to
Finish,
eat. We have to eat whitefish.
Amen.
Yeah, I know. Give her the
Whitefish.
fish. It's what she needs. I make a filter fish from scratch. That's how she knows. My
Whitefish.
neighbors know.
All right, Will, where are you? We're gonna wrap it up.
Call me.
Yes, absolutely. I will keep in touch.
I'll give you my house.
Give me a bracha before you leave. She gave me a blessing. You give me a bracha.
Let's go.
I'll give you.
Let's
I'll
make
tell
a
you
bracha
what.
now.
I'll tell you what.
All right, we're making a bracha.
We are.
All right.
Yeah. Cup.
Give me somebody to cup.
Will.
Here. Where's your house?
No,
Well, I kept it for you.
I don't care about that. I care about a hat.
Oh, your hat?
Got a
I
hat?
had it.
You got a hat?
Uh-oh.
You got
We
a
don't
hat?
have-
Yarmulke?
Oh, no, we have a yarmulke? Oh my God, Nick, you don't have a yarmulke?
Come here. I
Oh
don't.
God, what are you gonna do?
Rip it off my head.
Oh, okay. No problem. Okay, so I've returned to take over the community again. If it's hateful. We've got somebody else here who's definitely going to be on the show. It's right here. I don't know if you want to jump in at the end here. We're going to close it. No, okay. We'll get you on whenever of Reaching Atheist, the whole thing. We're gonna. They're doing some kind of prayer. This is interesting. Some of this. It's hateful. It's really. Anyway, so it's not. This is not what we were expecting. It's, okay, so we got a conversion on this.
rails, but
Yeah, off the rares isn't exactly the word either, but it's. So me and my gay lover are gonna get out of here. I'm sure my wife will really appreciate that. So we're gonna close out the show, close out the tab. John's going home tomorrow. It's gonna be a lovely Sunday. We're gonna have a nice walk in the park. It's gonna be lovely. We're gonna sing Hava Nagila or whatever. We're gonna dance the hora. Like, favorite, subscribe. Favorite's actually not a thing. That hasn't been a thing for almost 20 years now. I don't know why I said that. But Tom, you're a special guest. Do you want to close out the show?
I don't know how you guys usually close out the show.
All right,
I
thanks a
don't
lot,
know,
Tom. We're
but,
gonna get going. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good. That's
Have a good
good.
one,
That's
man.
have a good day.